Oh, good morning. Good morning. Let's see, what did I do with my cell phone? Hello, everybody that's out there. I hope you had a good night's sleep, good night's rest. Let me see, what did I do with my cell phone? You know, your cell phone just as important as your computer. Hold on. Did I leave it in the bathroom? Yeah. Yeah, I left it in the bathroom. I hope everybody had a beautiful night, starting off a good day as well. I'm hoping. Yeah. So how's it going, people? I'm gonna tell you about me. I slept pretty good last night. I actually did. Matter of fact, I'm grateful to God for allowing me to have the rest I do be getting. Oh, let me do my eyes. I want them white like Tiffany's. I'll do my eye drops. Yeah, I'm gonna see can I get my eyes white as Tiffany in yard. Because look at this. I paid $21 for this little bottle. 21. Go ahead, look for it in the store. Lumify. It works pretty good though. But it keeps your eyes from being red for 8 hours. Instead of using Visine, buy that one. It's worth the money. But I can't get my eyes to color Tiffany's. That's the difference. And I don't want my eyes to color hers. Her eyes too white. That's it look like she used bleach, but you can't put bleach in your eyes. Then you'll destroy your eyesight. Yeah. So come on in, people. I want to say good morning to the ones in other countries. I'm stretching. Oh, you got to stretch it out. When you get up, stretch it out. It feels good to stretch. Yes, it does. And I welcome you from the other countries. I welcome you from other states. I welcome you from the state of Illinois and even in the city of Dalton. Thank you for coming this morning because you could have went somewhere else. You're blessed to come in here. And I do have rules. I'm going to tell you about my rules. I'm going to put my rules up in the chat. I have to because I know people is hurting. I know people are having hard times. I know people have been hurt by other people. It's just sad that you do it to innocent people. They haven't done anything to you. So I'm just hoping that you feel better. You get more peace in your life. If you can, because it's hard to get peace. Seriously, it is. And that's why I'm speaking to you all this way, because I understand. I understand about the abuse, neglect. Someone say they love you, then they really don't love you. Playing the game. It's sad because most of the time, one person could love the other person and the other person not loving that person, but you thinking they love you. What is this hair? Where is this? My hair is everywhere. I'm trying to find it on the camera. I'm looking on the camera and I see a hair hanging down somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna get it did over because I'm going to the senior ball. No, senior prom. The senior prom that's coming up. I'm gonna show you that photo because I know I have people out there watching and I love it. I love when you guys watch me so you can see who I am, who type of person I am, my personality, my temper, how I laugh, how I pray. Yeah, I just want to put that photo up. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Right now, I'm looking for a clutch purse. And I don't know if I want to wear gloves, but this is it. This is it right there. For those that are watching right now, I am a senior. I'm 68 years old. And I'm looking forward to going to this prom. A senior prom, July 11th, 2025. It's Hollywood Affair, the Royal Estate Assisted Living. Assisted living is where senior citizens live. But inside that building, there's another area where you can have parties and stuff like that. And it's the Royal Estate Assisted Living, 1515 East 154th Street, Dalton, Illinois, 60419. The theme is black and white classic Hollywood. Oh my God. I love the idea that it's black and white because I'm planning on wearing all black. And I did call in. It's free admission. It's free. It's free admission. Oh my God, we're going to have a heat warning. Oh, I see it at the bottom of my computer. It was so hot yesterday. Then the rain came. Then it was hot. Then the rain. I mean, all throughout the day. This climate change is something else. But back to me talking about the senior prom, a Hollywood affair. I don't have no date, you guys, so I'll be walking in by myself. Which I don't mind. I'm always by myself anyway. And yeah, because I don't date. And I'm single. I was married for 30 years, so I'm good. I'm loving my best life right now. Yeah, I love it. And one thing about when you finally get alone, as the days and weeks go by, you're going to be so happy how beautiful it feels to have peace of mind. No arguing, no fighting, no complaints, no saying he said, she said. I'm talking about in a relationship. I'm not talking about these outside circle people. You're going to have that with those people no matter what. It could be 10 people in the room. Out of that 10, one of them going to bother you, get on your last nerve. But I'm talking about being alone like me. Oh, I got family. Trust me. My family huge. Now, don't get that wrong. Don't get that wrong. And they like, oh, this lady ain't got nobody. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, you don't want to meet my family. I love them, though. Some of them I feed with a long handled spoon. Some of them I have them right here like this. Oh. Yeah. So I think that goes in everybody's family like that because we all have that problem. So anyway, and it's hosted by State Senator Supervisor Napoleon Harris and team. Yes. And it's free. And if you want to call, make reservation, the number is 708-841-5560, extension 1, for those that wants to go to this event. But you got to be 65 and up. Man, I almost had a date. I have a good friend on Instagram and on YouTube. I wanted him to walk in that door with me. And he found out he can't go because he's not up to age, you know. He said, damn. But dude is cool with me. He respects me. I got 2 other friends that respects me. I don't want to name them, but I'm not going to name the 3. But those are the 3 men I don't mind being around because they respects me. They respect my wish, and they do not get out of line. They don't act, like a man would act when he want a woman. They don't do that. And I've been knowing them for a long, long time. But the 3rd guy, I've been knowing him only a year. But the other 2, let's see, about 20 years, something like that. So they know how I get down. So they're not going to disrespect me, and I'm not going to disrespect them. So I like that. Because you can find some people that will respect you. Yeah. I mean, opposite sex. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I had to share that because I know people always see me without a guy. And that's fine because I choose not to have one. I don't want one. That's why. I'm going to explain it one more time. And I hope everybody remember this, those that are watching, those that are far off, and those that are right here in my city. I decided to go all the way with the Lord Jesus Christ. I'd rather be single and serve the Lord than try to be married. When you're married, you have to please your husband, you have to please the wife. The Lord says it in his own words. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the day life is now, it's so many people, it's more divorces than being married. What that tells you, I don't think it's real love. I don't think they have real love for each other. If you have real love, you have You'll have faith in your marriage. You'll pray together in your marriage. You will not go against the wife or the husband for no one, not even your children. And you'll have respect for one another. You will not do infidelity on each other. You will not commit fornication. Fornication for single people. Adultery. When you're married and you have an affair outside the marriage, that's called adultery. Yes. So everyone would love to have a perfect marriage. You can have a perfect marriage, but those people that say, I've been married 60 years, I've been married 50 years, trust your words, trust yourself. And I'm going to trust what I'm finna say. They went through hell. Now they old together. And that's why they can talk like that, because they old together. They're not young, talking that language. They're old. And of course, they have had their problems, just like anybody else. But what I like about that, when they stay together and grow old together, they stuck out the problem they was having in their marriage. Isn't that awesome? I thought I was going to grow old too with my ex, but it didn't happen that way. So I'm not worried about growing old without a man on my side or a woman, because I'm not gay. I'm not into women, and please don't even try to recruit me. It ain't going to work. I get very upset and angry. And that's why some people get hurt by other people, because you don't try to groom them when they say no. It's like, that's what you're doing. It's like you is doing it with your mind. And then when you try to touch them, that's when you wind up getting hurt. But I haven't heard about anybody getting physically hurt anymore. But in the past, I have heard that people have killed people because they don't want them to try to make them be, opposite sex with the same sex. So you got to be careful. Those are having the same sex relationship. Find those people that does that. Don't go mess with a regular person, because they might hurt you. And I don't want to see that happen. I don't even want to hear that happen. I got gay friends. I got gay people in my family. I love them. But they know where I stand. And we get along fine. Real fine. I tell you, they act better with you than your own opposite sex. Oh, yeah. They're pretty cool and fine. Just don't allow them to think you want to lay with them. That's what I'm saying. So you can have friends like that, but you gotta get the understanding so nobody don't have a problem. But this is where Babe Solo hope she goes, if it's the Lord's will. My dress came yesterday and I had it on and I was like, bam. I just love that dress. And I didn't shop expensive like I normally do, because I'm cutting back. I'm my own therapist. I'm cutting back on how to shop for anything. I don't care if it's paper for my printer. I wait for sales and I catch the sale. The sales are good. They're not beating you and making you pay the regular price through a sale. You got to understand the difference. You get your calculator, you add up the sale item, compare it to the regular price. Then you know you got you a good sale. That's what I'll be doing. And also, my printer went out. Boo-hoo-hoo. I wanted to print out this morning, so I had to write out what I wanted to say. So my printer went out this morning. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to give myself a month. And then I'm going to go get me a printer. Because I have to do that. I'm retired. I'm on fixed income. I just can't jump up and go run and buy a printer. Because I'm my therapist. I'm teaching myself that when something stops working, you don't go wrong like that. Try to make sure you got it right away. You got to do without. When you learn how to do without, you're going to have less stress. You're going to feel a lot better. And also you're going to be like, wow, I didn't know it was this good. I did not know it was this good. To know how to control your shopping. Yes, it feels so good how to control your shopping. And I got it under control. You don't buy the same item that you have at home just because it's a different color. That's where I was messing up at too. I have about 7 pair of tennis shoes, Converse. They all Converse, low, not the high top, the low top, but they all different colors. So I had to tell my daughter, Mom, you got all the same shoes, but they different colors. But what I felt better at, they matches my jackets. That's the only way I got away with it. And that only way I can do is because whatever coat I wear, my Converse is that color. So I'm happy to know I got it that way. But I would not do that ever again. Buy the same shoes, but all different colors. But thank God I could wear them with my jackets. So that's how that turned out. So there's other ways you can say, get some night lights and put them all through your house, your apartment, and only use your light less when you're reading and studying. Yeah. And then if you get so mad, use your cell phone for a light, and that'll make your electric bill go down. Yes. Now gas, I'm in a program. I've been in a program since 2004, and I will not get out. They break it down for my gas bill be the same amount for a whole year. Then when the end of the year comes, they'll ask for like 100 or something up front. And I sent it because I like the idea of paying $58 a month for gas. And I have a gas stove, I have a gas fireplace. What else gas? My water heater is gas, you know, to keep the water hot. Yeah. So you got to learn how to manage your money. And like, for instance, my car breakdown, I just let it sit there until I get the money. I don't go borrow no money from anybody because it's hard to pay back. Because you don't have that extra. You have to. Now, people that got a job, they can do overtime, or they can do something to pay back the money to whoever they borrowed the money from. But I don't want to borrow anymore. I decided to be my own therapist instead of going to a therapist. But Dalton is going to have therapy coming to Dalton. And the lady was in a township meeting, and she was explaining it to the board of the Thornton Township. They already partnership with Dalton, and I'm happy. And guess what? It's free. You ain't got to tell nobody you're going to see a therapist. And they also said in front of everyone that they will not call in on you unless you are really dangerous and out of control. And that's when they'll call the people for you, put you in a white jacket and put you in that room. You know what I'm talking about. You might go to the 5th floor, 5150, or I call it 5150 when you done lost your mind, you done gone crazy. But if you just like me, I have my common sense, I have my right mind. If I want to go and talk to a therapist about shopping, money spending, nah, I'll be my own therapist for that. But if I have a mental illness, yes, I will go. And doctors can also diagnose you with mental illness. So be careful going to these doctors because they can lie just to get that money. I know a company right now is in a lawsuit, and the FBI are definitely in their business. They're going to court right now, and it's a medical company. They're stealing the money from Medicaid and Medicare. They're saying they're doing the work on the patients, but they're not. But they're collecting the money. And they are going after the CEO of the company and the doctors. Yes, it's real. So corruption is everywhere, people. Everywhere. I wonder what happened to my moderators. Maybe they're sleeping or tired. All of us on different time zones. I understand that. But I can moderate this room all by myself. I can do it. I can do it. And I was sharing all that with you guys. Right. I'm sharing it. Yeah. So right now I'm going to get started on what I need to bring forth to everybody. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you guys know what happened with the update on the motions filed to block from purchasing the Pope childhood home. And I'm going to be talking about the Fifth Amendment continues. Yes, it continues. Yes, it does. Let me change this around. I got my topic backwards. This is too cool. Oh my God. Okay, I want the blocking of the Pope home first. Yeah, I want it first, not not the Fifth Amendment continues, because the Pope House is more my first subject right now, because I got the answer on what happened in court. Yeah, I got the answer what happened in court. So the person that filed the blocking, oh my God, let me ask you guys, do you think he won or not? That's what I want to know. Do you think he won or not? There we go. The update. Let me clear my throat, my goodness. The update on the motion filed to block from purchasing the Pope childhood home. Okay, let me tell y'all, there's an employee, an ex-employee, filed a motion to block the Pope's home from the village of Dalton. Yes. Early this month, the village announced plans to buy the property in the south suburb, possibly through domain. They're going to go through, there's a group in Chicago that you can go through because they want to make it historic. You know, there's other states got historic homes in their state. And by the Pope lived right here in Dalton, wouldn't you think that we deserve to have that house? And I ain't heard no residents complain but one. An ex-employee used to work for Dalton. I ain't never worked for Dalton in my life. Only volunteer though. Yeah. And this the former village employee has filed a motion to block the purchase. He's citing financial management and potential misuse of taxpayer funds. He's complaining about, oh, they purchased that house, they're misusing the taxpayers' fund. I ain't thinking about all that mess because Tiffany Henyard done worse. Tiffany Henyard almost took us to the dungeons. You know what dungeons are like when you watch the movie? When you in the dungeon, they have you chained up and they be chopping you up in pieces and throwing you to the alligators. Tiffany Henyard took us down to the dungeon, okay? And what they doing right now, if I want to purchase the Pope childhood home, is not bad as what happened with Tiffany Henyard. Because someone wrote to me under my video. And hold on for a second. I gotta call this person. Yeah, I gotta call this person. Anyway, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope I'm, oh, I am live. Oh, okay. I thought I wasn't live for a minute. Yeah, I'm live. I'm live. I sure am. So anyway, this ex-employee wants to stop Dalton from purchasing the Pope's childhood home. And I got the information on what happened. On June 17, 2025, motion was filed over the sale of the Pope Leo childhood home to the village of Dalton. A motion of a primary injunction seeks to block the village of Dalton from using taxpayer funds to purchase a childhood home of Pope. How do they know it's coming from the taxpayers' fund? How do they don't know that Mayor Jason House have got a grant? How do they know if someone else is loaning Dalton the money? How do they know that the money is coming from Springfield to get this historic house? Nobody knows that, where the money's coming from. So this person is saying it's coming from the taxpayers' money. Okay. A lot of stuff's coming from the taxpayer money. You want to see the list? You don't want to see the list. We pay for a lot of things. And those that know what I'm talking about, you look on your payment when you come in for your house, you're going to see all the list of stuff you're paying for. You're paying for. And I have not heard Mayor Jason House say by purchasing the Pope home that he was going to add it to the taxes of the citizen. I have not heard that come out of his mouth or the board member's mouth or at any board meeting. So when we go to the July board meeting, let's see what happens there. If they're going to say something like that. Yeah, because that's a good question. Is that money going to be used when they purchase the house? Will it go towards the taxpayers? Yeah. I'm going to tell you, if they purchase the house, it can go towards mine. I don't care. I would be happy to have the Pope childhood home being a historic monument here for Dalton. People have come already from all over the world just to see that house. Took pictures in front of it and everything. It's a lot of people pray to Pope. A lot of people listen to Pope on TV. If they can't get to where he at, they watch the Pope and they pray with the Pope. So the Pope is a very important man in the United States of America. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So I'm going to get started. So now the hearing was for yesterday, June 18th. They had their hearing. Okay, before I go to the hearing, I'm going to say the motion was filed on Sunday, June 15th. Right on a Sunday. Wow. I didn't know the courthouse be open on a Sunday. Okay, the motion was filed on Sunday, June 15th. Financial management, unresolved legal obligation, and potential misuse of taxpayer funds. This is about stopping history. It's about stopping his prophecy, said filing attorney Matthew R. Casto of Casto Law LLC firm. You can't cry broke in court and then try to spend taxpayer funds on non-essential allegations. Previous Village of Dalton considered acquiring Pope Leo's childhood home. Last month, the village expressed interest in acquiring the 3-bedroom. It's beautiful inside. They showed the inside of the Pope home. It is beautiful. The Village of Dalton required the 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. The house must be big in the inside. Have 3 bathrooms. One of them must be a half a bathroom. It must be. Oh my God, I would love to go inside. Whenever they purchase it, they will have that tour. You know, you get to have a tour with the ropes on the side, just like you're walking in a museum. And you just walk inside that house. And I saw from the video of the news, it was beautiful in there. Everything is brand new inside that brick house. And so it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath former home of the Pope for public use. We want to work with the architects to make sure the home is preserved in a very cautious and reasonable manner, so it doesn't become a place where you sell trinkets. Bert Olison, the attorney of the Village of Dalton, told WGN TV on May 20th. The homeowner, Paul Rectis, purchased the property last year for $66,000 and subsequently undertook it. He took it and he did it over. I mean, he did a beautiful job. Oh my God. The Paramount Auction House is holding a sealed bid auction, which closed on Wednesday, June 18th. Castro motion does not seek to stop the auction from occurring, nor a sale of the private buyers, but rather prevent the Village of Dalton from participating in the sale, the obligation or demanding involving property located at 212 East 141st Place. Wow. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you guys what happened. The judge denied a motion to block the Village of Dalton from buying Pope childhood home. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. The person that went against the Village of Dalton was denied by a judge, a federal judge. Yes. And I'm going to read you what it says. A judge denied the motion filed by a former Dalton employee that sought to block the village from buying the Pope Leo's childhood home. The motion filed by the ex-employee cited financial mismanagement and potential misuse of taxpayer funds by the village is pursuing the purchase. The judge ruled on Wednesday, which was yesterday, that the ex-employee standing in the case, according to his attorney, this allows the Village of Dalton to proceed with its effort to acquire the property. The village had expressed interest in acquiring the house, potentially through element demand to preserve it as historic site. Look how good God is. Hallelujah. Thank you, sweet Jesus. Yes. Lord, have mercy on us. There's always someone that's not happy, not satisfied. The home is currently up for sale in a private auction. Okay. It's up for sale right now. You guys want to buy it? Yeah, make some money. Because when the tourists come through there, they got to pay. Who knows how they're going to set it up? They might don't have to pay. But it brings revenue to Dalton. It will bring revenue. Because when I went to the Dells, we paid $120 to go into this place where you do, it's like Harry Potter, but it wasn't Harry Potter. And you have to find the clue. And it was hard. I thought it was going to be an easy game. They give you a tablet, look like an iPad, and you have to follow everything on there. And they give you a light. And we had to find the footprints. We had to find all kind of stuff in there. We got lost. It was almost like a maze. I thought having a little panic attack. So I'm trying to tell you, this historic house will bring revenue to Dalton. And it's actually here in Dalton. The Pope grew up in Dalton. Isn't that beautiful? Our Pope grew up in Dalton. I had to throw that in there because it can bring revenue to Dalton. And there is company coming to Dalton. They're bringing their bid to the table. And the board is looking over their information. Oh, it's a business that's been coming. Now, I know y'all talk about that man with that brim hat on. He ain't the only one coming to Dalton with information. It's a lot of other people. You just got to pay attention when they talk. I break my videos down so y'all can try to hear what's going on because we played a whole long video. People don't watch the whole long video. They don't do that. They just glance through it. But I chop mine up and I make short videos so you can watch what all was said, like I did for ComEd. ComEd CEO made partnership with all the mayors under the township. $10 million. Jason House stood there and thanked the CEO of ComEd, that's the electric company, for giving Dalton $10 million to help the people that cannot pay their electric bill. Say your bill is too high and your income is too low and you don't have the money to pay it instead of sitting in the dark. And then we have bad winter here. We get that bad snow, ice, black ice. We get that freezing temperature where you can't even go outside. So we got to keep these people warm. Keep me warm. If I get in trouble, I'll go down there and fill in the application. And guess what? You don't even have to pay the money back. And that was happening 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, all the mayors were together. Harvey, Dixie-Moore, Lansing. Every mayor was in that building when the CEO of ComEd came to give them partnership. $10 million. So that CEO has a grant. And he's breaking it down to $10 million to each mayor. I was so happy. Now people don't have to worry about the electric bill. All you gotta do is go down there, don't lie, give them your correct income, your address and everything, and then you get help. You get help. And then they got other programs. You don't get help every time your lights get like that. They got a certain amount of spacing that they will help you. So let's get that clear. If you hire the next month, you don't do that because they help you get that bill down. You should keep that bill down. And that's why I tell you, put the night lights in your house. Don't let your kids have lights on and nobody in the room. Don't let them be there when, if they're not reading, have them cut the lights off. If they're playing a video game, they don't need no light on to play the video game. The TV is bright enough. Good morning, Milton. How you doing? Good morning. Bay Solo was sitting up here talking about, I talked about how to save money on your electric bill, and now I'm talking about the Pope House. I got the answer on what happened yesterday at the hearing. A federal judge, the ex-employee went before a federal judge trying to block the auction for Dalton now. Dalton to get the house. There's other people want that house besides Dalton. The Pope's house, the childhood house. Pope grew up in Dalton. And Dalton is the only one not trying to buy that house. Other people is trying to buy that house also. But our Mayor Jason House, he wants to go forth with our lawyer, Odison, and they're going through the right procedures to get the auction of the house. And the auction started already, but it's going to end July. Let's see, where it's going to end. July 17th. It's scheduled to be sold. The auction is to sell the house on East 141 State Street Place. Is scheduled for July 17th, 2025. They got it up for auction right now. The auction started on June 30th. Okay. Then what I was saying in here, Milton, I hope you're having a beautiful morning. I'm happy about my morning. Regardless of what I got to do today, I'm still happy because I'm practicing to be happy. I'm learning to be happy. And right now, I'm looking at this ex-employee don't want Dalton to have the house. But what, they want somebody else to buy the house? Dalton should be the owner of that property. Yes, that brings revenue. I just got to talking about when I went out of town. I went to a place where we paid $120 just to go inside of a building with we had a little, it looked like an iPad. And you had to find the mystery inside there. It got kind of scary to me because we would have to climb through tunnels. We went upstairs. We had to go all these different places. We had flashlights. Some places were bright. There were mirrors. I kept bumping into the mirrors. $120, but it was worth it though, because we was in there for over an hour. And we didn't even finish the game because we had to get back and check out our hotel because that was the day we was leaving to come home. But if we would have done it that Saturday, we would have stayed to the end and won some interesting, they give you some interesting stuff inside the game that you win. And we did get a lot. We did find a lot of stuff. And I mean, it was beautiful in there, but it got kind of spooky because you have to bend your head, you got to climb, you got to get up on a boat, you got to go up these stairs that wind around like this, go round and round and round, you go up and up. I was so exhausted. But I'm showing you how that place charged $120 for 3 people to go in there. And then can you imagine the revenue that Mayor Jason House and the board can bring into the residents of Dalton? And I wanted to say this. The guy with the brim hat that everybody keep talking about, that keep coming to the meetings, he's not the only one bringing stuff to the table, to the village and the township. These are businesses that are coming in. Because I was told, and I heard it with my own ears. I was in a meeting with the Tea with the trustee. They changed the name to Dalton Tea. It's not Tea with the trustee anymore. This man stood in our meeting and said, long as Tiffany Hilliard is sitting in the seat, no business is not going to come to Dalton. That was said. Now we got business in Dalton coming to the table. Milton said, didn't the Pope's family also worship in a church in Dalton? I didn't go that far, but you know what? They probably have. No one talked about that, Milton, because that could be true. Yes. I'm going to write that down. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. The people in my chat, I adore them so much. They give me some stuff to think about and to look up. That is a good question. Wow. I'm writing it down right now. Did the Pope family, because they were religious. You know what I mean? You're right about that. Where did they worship at when he was a child? Yeah, I'm writing it down right now. That is a good question. Thank you, Milton. We want to know, did they worship in Dalton or did they go somewhere else? That's the question. So I got that. Oh, that is so cool. Thank you for that question. And too, also, let's see what else going on. The ex-employee, he went to court, and this is what happened. He went to court on yesterday, Milton, and those that are watching afar off. Do you know he went to a federal judge to block Dalton, the village of Dalton, for going to the auction? He was trying to stop the village of Dalton. The house is up at an auction, and the last day for the sale is July 17th. And right here, it said, okay, I'm going to give you what happened. Before I read this is what the ex-employee did. The ex-employee filed a motion to stop Dalton from buying the house. He said because it's going to go on the taxpayers' money. I feel that what Tiffany Henyard did to us, buying the Pope house, is not a problem. I have not heard no residents complain but this one employee. It's over 20,000 of us here. And out of 20,000 some people, I only heard one person came forward about the Pope house. Otherwise, they would have it in the news about other people, because they sure got this one in there. Yeah. So that person did not want Dalton to have the house, but there's other people are gonna bid on that house. And it's a 3-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms. Wow. I saw the video on the news. The inside is beautiful. Everything is new. The person had the house. That person is a man. He redid the house in the inside. It's beautiful. I am so serious. And so after that happened, this is what WGN said. A motion for a primary injunction seeks to block the village of Dalton from using taxpayer funds to purchase a childhood home of the Pope Leo. Is he how you read this? XIV. Is he 5, 6? Is he the 8th Pope? I don't know. That ain't 8. It's backwards. It's XIV. Milton, how can you read that? Can you write that on the screen for me? I can't read it. It looks like this. I'm going to type it. Because he's a number. He ain't no number 2, number 3, number 5. This is his number. He did X. Let's see. This is who the Pope is. Leo Pope. He is a X. That is exactly what number he is in the Pope family. You know how you have the first Pope, the second Pope, the third Pope, the fifth Pope? How do you read that? Wait a minute. I can get it from, no, I don't want to lose my place. My printer broke this morning, so I got to keep my place. Can you give me that, what that means, Milton, if you're there? I appreciate it. Because I don't want to change my phone for what I'm reading right now, because my printer has broken, so I can't print nothing out. I can't print nothing out. I'll have to wait a couple of months and get me another printer. Yeah, who knows? My sister might get me one, or my daughter, because those are the people that really will do nice things for me, because they know I'm there for them as well. So they might get me a printer. Who knows? They don't know yet. I'm going to let them know my printer's gone out. But anyway, there was an ex-employee, went to court yesterday, and I'm going to tell you what happened. A judge denied a motion filed by a former Dalton employee that sought to block the village from buying Pope Leo childhood home. The motion filed by the ex-employee cited financial mishandling and potential misuse of taxpayer funds by the village is pursuing the purchase. I don't care about no taxpayers' money when you know Tiffany Henyard did worse than the worst mayor of America and supervisor, I meant to say. Not superintendent, supervisor. Those are powerful jobs this woman had. Mayors and supervisors do have a powerful position. The senators, all of them, the president, they all have I think that's 14. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Milton. I'm so glad you're here. Like I say, Milton, I don't care if no one don't come to this chat. I'm still going to do what I got to do. And you're the only one in this chat room. My moderators are not even here. And I had it scheduled up too. The 14th. Oh, okay. I'm going to put that down. And even though whenever I get a chance, I will try to, I'm just going to say he was the 14th Pope. And if it's not correct, I can also Google that symbol. If you Google that symbol, it's going to tell you exactly what it is. I can't Google right now because I got to stay right where I'm at because I'm going to tell you what happened in the denial. That's what they told us right now. And the reason why you see the senior prom picture up is because I was talking about me going there, and I got my dress, and I'm just looking for a purse, a white clutch purse. I got the white shoes. I got the jewelry. I'm just looking for the purse right now. And I'm wondering, should I wear a shawl? Because my sleeves are not long sleeve, or something. I don't know yet. I'll just leave it like it is because the dress is very pretty. And I didn't pay for $20. But when you see it on me, you're going to think I pay more. I'm learning to be my own therapist. I'm militant. I'm learning how to cut back on spending because I need money because things are going up here in Illinois. They're going to have the state. Oh my God. The Republicans are putting taxes on us in Illinois. It said it was the lawmakers starting in July 1st. Gas going to go up. Some more stuff going to go up. They're talking about they're going to bring in some revenue of some millions and millions of dollars by raising more stuff over here in Illinois. So I don't know if it's happening all over the United States, but right now they gave us the heads up for Illinois. And I'm going to tell you about Baby Solo. I can't worry about what the lawmakers are doing in the White House. I mean, not in the White House, in the Senate and in the House. It's the House and the Senate. Those are the two houses. The Republican is running both of them. So they are the lawmakers. They change things. Yes, they do. And they vote on it. They fight and everything, just like everybody else. So I'm not going to have my focus on all those people. I'm not going to focus on everything militant because it will make you stress out. Pope Leo the 14th. Awesome. Go militant. That's who he is. He's the 14th Pope. God bless America. And look at here, militant. The 14th Pope grew up in Dalton, Illinois. And his house is up for bid right now. 3 bedroom, 3 bath. Isn't that beautiful? Can you picture the yellow tape that they have, the ribbon, not the caution tape, the ribbons that they have when you could walk through like a museum and look at how the Pope house made in the inside. I would love to see that. I would pay to go see it. Yes, I will. Oh, my moderator is here. Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Good morning. Speak your peace. Thank you for coming. Yes, thank you so much. I'm going to tell you what I was talking about. I had my senior prom up here because I was speaking about the date that it's free, and it's Senator Napoleon Supervisor Harris is giving this event, and it's a free admission. I already called RSVP, and they asked me how old I was, and I told them. They wrote it down. And also, I called that number on there, and they spoke to me. And I called extension 1, and they put me down because I want to make sure I get in there because I didn't got my dress. I paid $20 for my dress. Speak your piece. But if you see that dress, you wouldn't think so. It's beautiful. I texted to my daughter. I put it on my Instagram, and I texted to my sister. I haven't heard from her, but my daughter said, "Oh, Mom, I like your dress. Your dress finally came." That made me feel good. Yeah, because she's 40, and I'm 68, so she liked how I looked in that dress. I ordered 2 sizes. I ordered a 14 and a 16. The 14 was perfect on me. The 16, I didn't even open the package. I'm just gonna send it straight back today, so I can get the money back. Yes, I was sharing that about my dress up here. Let me take it down. Now I need to put the Pope house up. Let me put the Pope house. I got it up here. Let me see. This house looks small, but it can't be small when you got 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. I don't think that's small. No, this is the Pope house. That's the house. It's up for auction. Yes. Pope Leo's childhood home goes to auction. And it's already up for auction right now. And there was an ex-employee from Dalton, still live here, but I don't know in Dalton or not, but he worked for Dalton in the past. Wants to block Dalton from buying the house, Speak Your Peace in Milton, and those that are watching. But the thing is, there's other people bidding for the house. So why not let Dalton have his bid? PGP said, no, that's small. Them rooms are very small. Well, if they small, I'm gonna tell you about my house, speak your piece. If you saw my house from the outside, everybody said your house looks small. When they come inside my house, I got space. It's big. You can roller skate in this room I'm in right here. You can hula hoop, jump rope, roller skate, all that stuff. I got some FITH. I got 5 remote controls. 5 people can dance off the FITH off my TV, and we can get down in here. Nobody bump into nobody. And that's just this room, my family room. I have a 3-bedroom, 1 bath and a half. The half bathroom is big. It's big enough where I can add a shower, but I don't want to spend no money and put no shower because I'm gonna leave my house as is. Because I'm up in age now, I ain't worried about remodeling. And as long as I got a new roof on my house, my siding is new, my gutters are new, my garage roof is new, stuff like that is more important to me than adding a shower. So my kitchen is big, my living room is big, my bedrooms are big. I'm serious. And people say, your house looks small. But once you walk in here, it's not small. They showed this house inside on the news. It's beautiful in there. I can't wait to go and see it because everything is brand new. It didn't look small. Once that camera went in there, it's nice in there. It's nice. And they want to preserve this house where nothing happened to it, you know, and it's going to happen. I know, because they're going to go for it. I just had my gutters done by Leaf Guard. Oh, yesterday, pick your piece. You know that little piece, black piece you stick to your gutter so the rainwater can run away from the house? I shook mine to let the water out. All the propeller seeds that I keep telling everybody about, they're trying to grow trees because they come from the park. This place, Village of Dalton, was once like a country looking. It was like a forest resort. And then they started building houses in here. So those trees, they didn't take them down. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. They fly around like propellers. And they fall in your property and they grow in the ground. And the seed, if you break it open, you see green seed inside of that propeller. And then a tree would grow in your yard. You think it's cool, but it's not. Then you have to pay money to cut it down. And they get big. I got one right now stuck in between my fence because I put up 2 fences because I didn't want my neighbors getting hurt by my dog. Because the kids that was there, they were hard-headed. They would stick their fingers through my wire fence. So I have a wire fence and a wooden fence. I got a double fences on both sides of my property so I don't get sued because I don't like when kids don't listen. And you tell them, I told the parents, your kids keep putting their fingers through the fence. So they made me spend money. I had to put up another fence. Made it more private and more where they couldn't stick their hand through. So I got wood and the wire fence. Yes. And I'm telling you, them leaves, they just jumped over in and everybody's house. And I'm steady out there pulling them out the ground because you can see them coming up and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. She said, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, and I can't stand it. Every year, speak your piece, I have to sweep up so much. One morning when they first started shedding, when the wind blew them trees, and mind you, the tree is coming from a block from my house. That's how far they are coming towards me. I swept for an hour. I was angry. I was tired. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. Then they all mixed in my flowers and all that good stuff. So I pull them up every time I see a tree growing. Yes, thank you for knowing. How you feeling this morning? Speak your piece. How are you? I hope you got some rest last night. I really do. But anyway, I wanted to bring this to continue about the 5th Amendment because the ex-employee lost in court yesterday. The judge denied the motion filed by a former Dalton employee that sought to block the village from buying Pope Leo the 14th childhood home. The motion filed by the ex-employee, he cited financially mismanagement and potential misuse of taxpayer funds by the village is pursuing the purchase. I ain't worried about my taxes on my house because right now I looked on Google, the lawmakers sitting up there over there in DC, July 1st, they're going to raise the taxes on us here in Illinois. Not the governor, Pritzker. It said the lawmakers. Governor Pritzker is the governor of Illinois. He's not the lawmaker. The lawmakers is the ones that run the House, the Senate, and the House. And Republicans got both houses. And we got a Republican president. So we're going to be taxed on gas and some more stuff. And I looked at it and I said, I ain't going to worry myself. I know where my help comes from. My help comes from the Lord. I can't focus on all this stuff. That's why I want the chat room to be peaceful, because it's too much to worry about and to be thinking about. So I'm not going to think about the taxes being raised, none of that stuff. It's how you budget your money. That's how you got to do it. And Speak Your Peace said, I'm okay enjoying our conversation with a good cup of coffee. I did sleep well. Last night. Oh, that's a blessing. I did too. You know what I did, Speak Your Peace? I kept listening to my replay, and I was rejoicing in the Lord and hearing myself. And I was just watching and listening, and I was so happy how everyone in the chat was so kind, so kind. And I fell asleep without knowing it. And when I woke up this morning, I felt good. I don't even remember what I dreamed. And I love it when I don't remember. I don't want to remember what I dreamed. I don't like dreaming, period. I don't. I'm so happy you did Speak Your Peace. That is a blessing, because there's times people cannot get no rest. And I was thanking God this morning when I first started off how I've been getting good rest. I really have. I've been getting good rest. I can't complain, and I will not complain. I have to be thankful for every little bit I get. If I can get 6 hours, I'm happy with that. I don't need 8 and 9 hours. That makes me lazy. It makes me sloppy when I wake up, make me drag. But if I do 6 hours, 5 hours, I'm good to go. I take naps. I do. I take naps in the middle of the day. Not because I want to. I fall asleep. I actually fall asleep. But back to the person that filed their motion. The judge ruled on Wednesday, that was yesterday, that the ex-employee standing in the case, according to his attorney, he had an attorney, you guys. This allows the village of Dalton to proceed with its effort to acquire the property. The village had expressed interest in acquiring the house, potentially through I can't pronounce it, unlimited dominion, to preserve it as a historic site. The home is currently up for sale in a private auction. Why would you want to stop Dalton when it's already up for sale in a private auction? Give me a break here. And then, oh my God. Okay, let me get back to where I was so I don't lose it. My printer broke this morning also, Speak Your Peace, and I ain't gonna worry about it. Shoot, I'm reading off my phone because I usually print it off. Yes. In a private auction that has been extended until July 17th. The village attorney, Bert Olsen, has said they prefer to acquire the property through a direct purchase, but will consider imminent demand if negotiated fails. Now, in the auction, he said they will go through the purchase, what the people are asking for, if the auction fails. Because it's not the only one going for this house. Dalton ain't the only one. There's other people want this house. So why would an ex-employee do this to Dalton, go all the way to court, talking about blocking them from purchasing the house, and you need to block them other people. Why didn't he block the one that's behind Dalton? There's other people want to buy this house. This house is historic. And this house would bring revenue to Dalton. Because I went on my trip with my daughter. We paid $120 to go play this game. That game was hard. I thought we were going to go in there like a piece of cake. I got in there, it was worth $120 because that game, we was in there a whole hour, didn't even find everything, the mystery of stuff. We were climbing. We went around staircases that twirled like this. Then I was out of breath. Then we went down steep stairs. Then we had to slide down some stairs. Like a slide, and it was way down there. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And then we was walking in mirrors, and we had to find these little footprints on the wall, like a fairy. They want to know, find the footprints of the fairy. We had flashlight. All of a sudden, I thought hidden mirrors. They had to come and get me because I couldn't find my way. So that was worth the money. But can you imagine that this being a museum and people already been coming from all over the world taking pictures in front of the house? They got away with free. But once the house gets purchased by Dalton, where I pray to God it does, you have to pay money. I will pay the money to go and see that house. I will pay the money. So I want y'all to know the motion fails in court by a federal judge. By a federal judge. Speak your piece, sip a sip for Bay Solo. Oh, yummy, yummy coffee. Oh, I can imagine it smells good and it tastes good. Yes, yes, yes. I used to smoke a cigarette. I used to try, and I used to get nauseous, so I had to leave it alone. So cigarettes was like my body was rejecting the cigarette, so I couldn't be a cigarette smoker. Then I tried smoking weed, and every time I smoke weed, I'd be like, ugh. I was like, what's going on? So weed, I can't even smoke weed either. And then I'm not good at alcohol. Not because of my age. I mean, this happened to me in my younger days. Everybody said, you don't know how to smoke, you just puffing. And I found out my body was rejecting everything I was trying to do that wasn't good for me. And now that's why I'm not a weed smoker. I'm not a cigarette smoker. And I do have one drink, and I like margaritas. For some reason, I like margaritas. I don't know why I like margaritas. Yeah. So I always get a margarita once a year for my birthday. Speak your piece said good morning. Oh, Milton said good morning. Speak your piece. And then Speak your piece said you just have a natural high. I know. You know what? My daughter is just like me. Me and my daughter, we go on cruises together. Oh my God. We be having a ball. We be having a ball. All I know, like you saw at the township for the cookout, I get out there on that floor. I don't need nobody. I just do my thing. Because I feel free. Speak your piece. I feel free inside. I really do. I feel like other women are not a threat to me. And I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I don't look down on nobody. I don't act like I'm better than that person. That's not my character. No, that's not who I am. No, I don't do that. Oh, she said, good morning, Milton. I'm so glad you guys are here. It's so sweet to have y'all here. And now there's the Pope House. And let us pray that Dalton get this house. They have a good lawyer, Alderson. Bert Alderson said they would prefer to acquire the property through a direct purchase. Only if the auction fails. To negotiate. You negotiating for the house. Yeah. So they're going to try their best to get this house. We need this house. Everybody talks so bad about Patrick's Steakhouse. Now I don't hear them talking about the steakhouse. Oh, they were running their mouth. Oh, the food nasty. Oh, they this. Oh, they that. That's $1 million building, over $1 million building. And it's beautiful in there. And every time I went, I had the best time of my life. I enjoyed myself. And when you go on karaoke night, and I don't know if it's still going on, you don't have to buy nothing. You just go in for free and you do your thing, have fun, listen to that good old music, and they play some good music. And what I did, I ordered a taco. It was Taco Tuesday, so I ordered me Taco Tuesday. It was so much food on that plate, I had to eat it the next day. I ate a little bit there, then the next day I ate the rest. And I ordered a margarita, and that's all I had. Yes, and I enjoyed myself. Yes, I did. So I will be going back to St. Patrick. I don't know when. They got an event that happened already. They had someone come there that's performing. I posted up on my page, but I didn't go because I was doing all the township and the Dalton events. Yes. So I signed up for bingo, and I'll be going there on the 26th of June to play bingo. It's free. Everything is free, even the senior ball. I'm not going to the birthday one. I haven't made up my mind yet. The one for all birthdays, there's another event that's coming up before July 11th. There's another event. So there's a lot of events going on for the senior citizen. Yes, you guys heard what they added on the board meeting just passed. Oh my God, going on the river, going to the state fair, Oh my God, having ice cream social. Oh my God, I'm excited. I am going to try and do all those things they have on that list. I need to go and I'm going to streamline it. I want to see how everything goes. And then if I like it, I'm going to go back. Yes, because I'm a senior and I need to do something besides yard work. Speaker P said, imagine if Tiffany was in office, how would this would have go? Oh my God, Speaker P. Oh my God. Oh, I don't even want to imagine what that woman was in office. I Dick your piece. I don't even want to imagine what that woman would have done. I don't want to imagine. You know what, Speak Your Piece? I ain't gonna speak on this one. She said, "Thank goodness Bozo is out." Yes, I won't talk about that part. Everybody keep talking about Tiffany and her court dates and all these Fifth Amendments and affidavits. Guess what? Speak your piece. I'm glad she's not my mayor anymore. I'm glad she's not my supervisor. Hello. I'm so glad she's out of both seats. Something that nobody didn't believe was going to happen. Even the channels on here thought she was going to be the mayor again. They knew she wasn't going to make it for supervisor because we saw that happen. But they just knew that she would be our mayor another 4 more years. If that woman would have been our mayor for another 4 more years, I think everybody would have went to jail in Dalton. Because I don't think this time, Picture Piece, we would have stayed still. Somebody would have jumped her. And be sitting in jail for assault and battery. Allegedly. I got to say allegedly because I feel somebody would have jumped her. She had to do 4 more years here in Dalton. Because we were tired of it. We were tired of that woman. Do you hear me? Oh, that's a good one, Speak Your Piece. That's a good one. Imagine if Tiffany was in office. And then the Pope House was found out about Pope House. That dang on squiddly dilly, dried up dreadlock, white lips, black gums, weed smoking fool. He would have been had his name on the house. Allegedly, with Kamal statue standing in the yard. Tiffany on one side of the steps and Kamal on the other side. It was a statue of them going like, and then they thought you can't come over here unless you pay. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So we would be in prison. I'm trying to tell you, I believe somebody would have went to prison by now if that woman would have had 4 more years. Thank you for making me laugh, Speak Your Piece. I like that. I love laughter. She said, "Babe, so long." She had some supporters here in Chicago because I had words with a few of them clowns. I met the supporters and they look like hood rats. Oh, these dudes looking so nasty. Their hair wasn't combed. And remember that video that Tommy G put out and they were washing their car off? It was all dirty. They was from Chicago passing out flyers over here where I was passing out flyers. And they were getting angry at us because no one wouldn't take their flyers. They said, "Oh, no, get away from me." People were telling them that when they tried to give them flyers. And they were hood rats, man. They were tore up. They looked like they could barely walk. They was all hunched over. They had do-rags on their head. They had bandanas on it. I mean, they looked like a hot mess. And one of them got real smart with Tommy G. But when Tommy G wasn't there, that man didn't speak not one word the whole time we was out there. I got out there at 5 o'clock in the morning. They were out there too. From 5 to 7:30, I was out there passing out flyers to the voters that walked by. Some voters said, "Oh, I got this. I already know who I'm voting for." So we don't bother them when they talk like that. But Tiffany Hill goons, man, they was a hot damn mess. And nobody wouldn't even take their flyer. Then one of them went across the line. You got to stay 100 feet. I told the state police. And all the trustees kept talking about me. They said, "Babe Solo said," the state police came through, right? It was about 6 of them. And one of them said, "Is everything all right?" I said, "No." It was Tammy Brown was standing there. Brittany Norwood was standing there. These are the trustees now. And then there was some more people was standing there also helping. And I went, "No." Then the state police said, "What's wrong?" I said, "That guy right there, he's over the line."
And do you know they talked about that? They started telling everybody what I did. They said, "Do you know Bay Solo told the state police that guy was on the line?" And then when the police told them the guy to move, everybody said, "He's coming this way." I said, "I don't care." Who's coming? I didn't even care, figure P. I said, "I ain't scared." I just told the truth. He's over the line. There's a boundary when you're out there. You can't go 100 feet to the voting poll. You have to stay away from there 100 feet. Dude was inside. He was over there passing flyers, trying to, but nobody didn't take it. Mm-mm. So I told the state police because they wear brown. They don't wear blue. They wear brown. And they came through because they were checking the polls. And then whoever that lady was, she was very high in office. I don't know. She was the attorney for over the polling, but she came. She checked every polling. They come through. They kept coming through all day. All day. They went to everywhere the voting was to make sure nobody in there cheating, make sure nobody ain't doing nothing wrong. And they asked, was everything all right? I said, no. I said, that guy right there is over the line. I did that, speaking piece. I sure did. Oh, let me see what you said right here. You said they didn't know any better. Now they're quiet as a church mouse as well. Yeah. And they were tough too. They got tough when Tommy G came. I was like, damn, now you talking. Now you talking, but you didn't say nothing to us. But they started talking when Tommy G was there. She said those were paid supporters. I bet, you know what? They wanted a cigarette for $5. They asked for a cigarette, and the dude said, "You got to pay me $5 for one cigarette. One cigarette, $5." I never heard of that in my life. I'm standing there, dude wanting a cigarette. Dude said, "You got to give me $5 for one cigarette." God, I got to say I didn't got how to take your piece. There were some supporters, all right. They were some definite supporters. But anyway, the person for that house right there lost. He lost yesterday in court. And poof, be gone. I hope you're not mad because you shouldn't have done that. Because Dalton is not the only one bidding for that house. Why not go for it, Dalton? He raised our taxes. It ain't nothing new. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. And don't forget that people are coming in, putting a what's the word for it? When you go get a what did I do when I went to get my roof? I had 2 people come here. Give me an estimate. They're putting forward their how you use that word? You guys, I'm getting stuck here. Remember what she said? She said, Speaker P said, they was working for loose squares. That's what it called? Loose squares? Oh my God, I'm so far behind in time, y'all. I ain't never heard of loose squares. I am too far behind. Oh, good morning, Regina. Oh, Regina, we talking about the Polk's house. It was dismissed. The guy that tried to block Dalton from getting the house, he lost in court yesterday with the federal judge. He lost. But let me tell you, the bid is going to be up by July 17th. There's other people want this house. So I wish that ex-employee should have stopped. He should have put a block on everybody, not just Dalton, because there's other people want this house also. So I'm hoping the brand Dalton gets it. Because it's an auction going on. They got the auction. This one over here, this over here, 25,000. I can imagine what that auction gonna be like. Good to see you, Regina. Regina said, "Good morning." Oh, Speaker P said, "Good morning, Regina." Yes, yes. And I hope Militant is still here. If not, Militant, I hope you're having a cup of coffee. I hope you're resting, or if you're at work, I'm hoping things going well for you. Oh, yes. And I don't even want to look outside, you guys, because yesterday I looked outside of my house. It was work out there, okay? It's like every time something happens, it's like it got to make me work. I'm telling you, I'm tired of working outside. Gemini, oh, hi, good morning, Gemini. Good morning, everyone. They tried to bully Tommy G, but Tommy told them, this is not what you want. You got to do nothing. Yeah, Gemini, you own the Gemini girl. I'm telling you, I was there in person. If y'all look at the video, that's Big Solo standing next to Tommy G. Yeah, I spent time with Tommy G. He's cool, y'all. He's cool. He had me cracking up. He had on some tennis shoes with a suit. He had the lilac suit on. He got out the car. He had on his suit. He was looking all hot. Tommy G scares me though with his channel. I go and hit like, because I'm subscribed to him, but I'm afraid to watch everything because it gets scary on his channel. He be getting into some dangerous stuff, and I've been hoping nothing happens to him because he goes into right now. He went to see a billionaire. He went to see a billionaire. He's doing stuff on a billionaire. Yes. And then Speak Your Peace said, "Good morning, Gemini." Oh, everybody, good morning to everybody. It is beautiful to see everyone come in this morning. And I already talked about the Pope House, Gemini. The ex-employee lost in court yesterday. The federal judge denied him from blocking Dalton when there's other people auctioning for this house. Okay, this is what the judge said. The judge ruled on Wednesday that the ex-employee lacked standing in the case. According to his attorney, this allowed the village of Dalton to proceed with his effort to acquire the property. He had no standing. He put the court for nothing. He had nothing to back him up. Oh, Butterfly, you got some kisses. Oh, that's so sweet. Tommy G exposed her crooked tail. I love that documentary he did on Tiffany Henyard. Wasn't it a good one? Oh, man. I saved it. I saved that video. Speak Your Peace. I saved it because I want to always look back at that video. I saved it. I sure did. So now we're going to throw her up this morning. I know y'all don't want to see this woman this early, but you got to look at her. Gemini said, "Good morning, Speak Your Peace." Y'all got to look at the Henyard this morning because we got to talk about the rest of this. Because Henyard is trying her best to stretch this Fifth Amendment long as she can do it. Long as she can do it. Henyard is right here to here. And then her affidavit, she haven't wrote it up yet. So maybe she'll have it by the time she go to court on July 2nd. She don't have her affidavit. Let me get the affidavit. Here we go. Let me put that up. So Tiffany Henyard is between, this is where she at. Tiffany is between here, and then she's between here, and she's between here. I found out something else. That Fifth Amendment is gonna go for the alphabet boys. It's gonna go for them too. That is keeping her from answering questions to the alphabet boys. And I'm gonna read y'all this right quick. Where is my question? Oh my God. Okay. I'm done talking about the Pope House because the person that found it lost. So Pope House is up for auction, and the last day to bid on that house is July 17th, 2025. Now we're going to go with the Fifth Amendment. My question is, Milton said, Bay Solo, the Pope's family attended a church in Riverdale, which is now closed. It would be a wonderful tourist attraction as well. Shut up. Let me write that down. Do you guys hear that? Riverdale, they went next door. Riverdale ate for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, Militant. Is that the Pope attended. All right. Thank you. You saved me from looking for it. And it's closed. It's in Riverdale. You know what? If anybody had common sense, I would go over there and fix that church up and open it back up. And most likely they're going to put it on auction too. Yeah, it's closed now. I'm writing that down. Yeah, that would be a good tourist attraction. Because this is what the Pope House is going to be. It's going to bring revenue to Dalton. This going to bring revenue. That's what people don't understand. Thank you, Militant. You are awesome. Speaker P said she ain't got to answer not one question, but that won't stop the alphabet boy from figuring her guilty and locking her up. I like that, Speaker P. I'm putting a star on that. I like that. Because right now, I had a question about her. It was a hot mess. I mean, a hot doggone mess about Tiffany Henyard with the Fifth Amendment mess. The Fifth Amendment mess. And this one here said, can a judge override pleading the Fifth? Let me put this on here. And you're going to be shocked when you hear the answer. Shoot. That's why she's pleading the Fifth. That's, we all can do that. It's going to really help us. Oh, shoot, I'm writing it in the wrong place. I'm supposed to be writing it right here. Overruled. That's what I mean. Overruled. That's my question right here. That's my question. Can a judge overrule pleading the Fifth? I don't like the answer. I don't like the answer that they have. What I came up with, do anybody want to say something on can a judge overrule a pleading the Fifth? Because I know she have a civil case, and she have a federal case, and she have a criminal case. Tiffany and Henyard have all three. She have all three cases. Gemini said, I hope this house bring in revenue to, no, Gemini, that's the purpose of buying it, to bring revenue. It's people that already came and got their picture took it all free. You guys saw it, to help the economy and bring back some of the money Tiffany stole allegedly. Yes, that's the purpose of getting it. It's historic. Yes, yes. That's the purpose of buying that house. It's sitting right here, not too far from me. I haven't even been by there because there's so many YouTubers went by there taking photos, talking about it on their show. So I let them have the fame, let them have the fame. I live here, so I didn't need to go over there and do all the picture taking and all that. But I am speaking on it because there's a person was trying to block Dalton from purchasing the house. This house has 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. It looks small, but we don't see the back of it. We don't know how long it is in the back and how wide. Because this looked like a bedroom window here, and this window looked like the living room. The one window, that looked like a bedroom, or it could be a bathroom window. Who knows when you enter the front door, what's on the left and what's on the right. And we haven't seen the back. Let me see. If I only could see the neighborhood. If someone could put that address in, let me give y'all the address, and you know how they put it on the map, then maybe you could see, because I can't do it because I got my stuff set up a certain way, and if I try to do it, it's gonna knock off what I'm trying to talk about. And then I have to dig for it and find it again. So I'm gonna give you the address to the Pope's house. The address, where is it? Where is the address? This is the address. Of course, it's in Dalton. That's the address. That's the address to the place. That's the address. Let me see. Maybe I can't do it on my phone. Let me see. Where am I? Let me see, because I don't think I need to do anything else. I'm gonna put the address in my I'm gonna put it in my my MapQuest. You know, in my tracker. Like I say, I'm gonna go somewhere. What you call this thing? I'm gonna put it in. I'm just gonna go ahead. I know a little bit where I can go ahead and talk. I am so funny. Here we go. I'm gonna put the address in right now. 212. Dang, they already popped it in for me. I didn't even, all I did was 212, and the Pope address just popped up on my phone. Look at that. Look at that, right at the top. It's the first one. Let me see. The Pope, what happened to my video? Do you mean to tell me my internet is messing up again? The wheels of justice will still happen. It's those people like Keith Freeman, who has already spoken to the Fed and turned over evidence, have made her case, whereas Tiffany ain't going to say a word. Right. What is happening with my stuff? Okay. Okay. It's 5 minutes away from me. Look. 5 minutes. There's the Pope house right there. It looks like it's a corner block. That means you have to turn around. Wow. It's a 5-minute drive. I want to look inside. I want to look inside so bad. I love that answer, Speak Your Piece. I know there's some people telling on that one. And Gemini said the Fifth Amendment protects defendant's right to remain silent, and judge cannot overrule that right. Okay, this is what I have, Gemini. It says right here, it says, in a civil case, the woman got a civil case with Fannia Dukes and Brian Miles. Them two got a civil case on her. And I think Jedediah Brown and LaBelle Raymond, that might be 4. I don't know what their case called. I don't know if it's civil. I don't know. But I know Fannia Dukes and Brian Miles is a civil case against Tiffany Henyard. And it said a civil case, such as a divorce case or protected orders, you can still assert your Fifth Amendment privileges if necessary. But the judge or the jury is allowed to assume that pleading the Fifth means something bad for you. This is called an adverse inference. Adverse inference. The jury and the judge would think something bad of you for pleading the Fifth. That's in a civil case. Then I asked another question. I said, who cannot plead the Fifth? Individuals cannot plead the Fifth are those who have received immunity from the prosecution, have been pardoned, or have been convicted and sentenced for the same crime. Additionally, cooperation and other entitles cannot invoke the Fifth Amendment privileges. So Tiffany don't have none of this. None of this I just named don't apply to Tiffany Henyard. She cannot. These are the ones that cannot plead the Fifth. Tiffany Henyard can plead the Fifth because it's her constitutional rights. Oh my God. She don't have immunity. Didn't nobody pardon her. She wasn't convicted and sentenced, not yet, allegedly. So that don't apply to her. Nope, that don't apply. So then it say, when someone pleads the Fifth, they are invoking their Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination, meaning they are refusing to answer questions that can be used to incriminate them in a criminal case. The FBI, like any law enforcement agency, must respect this right. So Gemini, right here it says, Gemini said the Fifth Amendment protects the defendant right, and the judge cannot overrule. Okay, the judge cannot overrule, but he can do it in a civil lawsuit, like the one Phineas Dukes got. Now, if she played a fifth on her, she can't get that fifth. Not in no civil lawsuit. Wait a minute, did I read that wrong? Who cannot plead the fifth? An individual who cannot plead the fifth are those who have received immunity, pardon, prosecution, and have been pardoned or have been convicted and sentenced for the same crime. And the other, cannot be invoked in their First Amendment privileges. A corporation, that means this like a CEO company. They cannot do that. But Tiffany have not had no immunity. She haven't had no pardon. She haven't been convicted and sentenced. Once a person is convicted and sentenced to a crime, they cannot invoke the Fifth Amendment regarding the same crime. So this don't apply to Tiffany Henyard, what I got right here. But in a civil case, it says a divorce case, protected order, you can still exert your Fifth Amendment privileges if necessary. But the judge or the jury is allowed to assume that pleading the fifth means something bad for you. This is called adverse interference. So they might, you're right, they cannot override it, but their mind gonna feel like you did something wrong. That's why you plead the fifth. So I like that, Gemini. Thank you. But they will feel that she did something wrong. The jury and the judge. What did Gemini say? No. Would you say no to? Yeah, the judge cannot override. But that in the civil with Phineas Dukes, they're gonna assume that she did something bad. The judge and the jury said it right here. That's what's gonna happen. But right now, with the FBI, this is what it said about the FBI. It said the FBI, like any law enforcement agency, must respect the right. If someone indicates they want to invoke their Fifth Amendment rights, the FBI must stop questioning them until they have access to a legal counsel. That's the question, you guys. Can y'all answer that for me? They saying the FBI got to stop questioning a person until they have access to a legal counsel. Didn't Tiffany get a lawyer? Yes. Wait. Speak Your Piece said, Gemini said, in a civil case, it looks guilty and may help the case. Right. That's what I was talking about. But Speak Your Piece said, it's video proof in Jaz's case. I need someone to give me that video of this guy. He was on the right side of the room. He had a better view of Tiffany running down that aisle. Now, if you watch her from the news way, you can't see her. She's like a flash. There was a guy that was videotaping. I wonder who he is. He got the footage on the if I'm sitting in the building, that's on my right-hand side. He was videotaping on the right-hand side where William Moore always sit over there, Keith Price, all of them sit over there on the right-hand side. He was taping from that direction. He's a YouTuber. I can't remember his name. He had the best shot with Tiffany running down that aisle. He got it where you could see her running. You can see what she's doing. Oh my God, I wish somebody could give me that man's name so I can get that video and put it up. Yes, because he got that video. I don't know who he is. Oh my God, I don't know who he is. Oh my God, let me see. Oh my God, I gotta find out. Somebody. Oh my God. I need that guy. I need it. Can I get it from someone? I don't know. Sometimes I hate to ask other people because they get offended because they don't like for you to know more than them. They want you to know less. Okay, what did you say? The church in Riverdale is 310 East 37th Street. Thank you. Let me write that down. It was the church in Riverdale. Here we go. It's 310 East 137th. If I had the money, I'd go over there and purchase that building. I'm serious. And I'll make it like you do when you go to Disney World, you know, Florida. Florida be having that earthquake that California had. And everything be flipped up like this. I have that house, that church still looking like what it looks like. And everybody goes to the Disney World and they show that earthquake, you know, that happened in California. You should see it. That stuff be all jacked up. And then people go see it. Yes, they do. between the house and it's the church, that would be good revenue for both communities. You know what? I bet you they got I don't know what they did over in Harvey. No, this is Riverdale. That's right. We ain't got to worry about too much Riverdale because that Riverdale mayor, I heard he's something else too. You know, from Michael Smith, you know how he be talking. And the guy that be giving the free food that was running for mayor, he complaining about a lot about the other man. And it's quiet now. Everything is quiet. Yeah. Why is it so quiet? Why is everybody so quiet? They were all fighting and trying to outdo each other. Now there ain't nobody saying anything in Riverdale. Michael Smith came, Michael Smith came to the board meeting. That's the last time I saw him. I was there and I interviewed him. Yeah, I am so serious. Boy, these people are sending these text messages like crazy. I ain't thinking about what's going on in the White House. They love to send me text messages about the White House. I don't care what they're doing in the White House. Shoot, they voted for that man. Shoot. I didn't vote for him. I did not vote for him. I ain't thinking about them. I ain't thinking about it. I'm looking for the answer question. Here we go. I'm gonna see can I get a question. Let me see. It's 8:30 in the morning my time. People don't get up like I do. I can't help it. I'm an early person. I love getting up early. I like getting things done and get it over with. I'm on live and I just wanted to know some information. What's the name of that YouTuber that had the best footage of the brawl at the Thornton Township? He was on the right-hand side where you can see Tiffany running straight up the aisle. I'm hoping that person give it to me. I got to fix my wording, you guys. When you talk through the microphone, that mic put some stupid stuff in here. See, put the stuff I didn't even say. Okay, I sent a text message. I hope that person answered me and give me that information because I want to know, because I want to put that up. Hello, Sade. Good morning to you. Yes, good morning. And Speaker P said the White House ain't our problem. And that's why I have on my 92% and proud t-shirt as I speak. You go ahead, you got that right. I'm right with you, Speaker P. If they sending me all these doggone text messages, I'm gonna spam their tail. Don't send me nothing. Because whatever happens at the White House going to happen. The man told everybody what he gonna do, and he's doing everything he said. And the Republican got the House and the Senate, and they got a Republican president. So all we got to do is get through this year by the grace of God. And you manage your money and spend your money wisely. And that's how you're going to survive what they're going to do. So what they're doing is they're trying to get that revenue, raising stuff, taxes, this, that. I don't even care. Just like the ex-employee wanted to block Dalton from getting the Pope house. They want the Pope to get the Pope house. Going to court and lost yesterday. Lost in court. Because the Dalton ain't the only one trying to get the house. There's other people trying to get the house. Not just Dalton. Yeah, I had to throw that up there. Tiffany, Gemini said, Tiffany should be ashamed fighting as the mayor, but she doesn't care if it was for her man. She should have to pay Jed and Lavelle and pay for her action. She needs to do it. Everybody else got paid. What's her name? Stephanie Williman. Shoot, she won her lawsuit, and hers was her First Amendment rights. Yeah, but this one here, this woman jumped in the fight and was beating on people. She did something bad. She was gone. And you know why she was able to get them licks in there? Because wasn't nobody expecting that to happen. And she was able to do so because everybody's back was to her. You can get some good licks when you hit people from behind. Bam, bam. And Deborah said, hello, chat, moderator, speak your piece. Oh, hi, everybody. Speak your piece said, morning, Deborah, my fellow mod. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody have a wonderful weekend. I'm gonna tell you about me. Monday through Friday is different than a weekend. When weekends come, if I don't do it on Friday, Saturday, I wind up doing it on Sunday. I can't get up. I'm gonna take a bath, eat breakfast, and get right back in bed. That's what I do. I be sleeping too. I really be sleeping. I really do. And Saturdays, I be outside. It's work to do. I can't do it all in one day. I have a limit. I stop. I go out there and I do much as I can and I stop. Then that means Saturday I'm gonna do some more work to get my property back up to standard. Because it's been rain, big old leaves on the ground, all these nasty, stupid stuff that fell out the trees on the ground. And then I got to clean the dog area. Oh my God. I gotta get the stuff out of my flowers. And don't mind you, when the rain comes, the stuff grows. It's growing faster than I ever seen. The weeds getting like this, then they like that. Oh my God. So I'm trimming. My bushes, I supposed to have trimmed them. I should have done it then, but I was too tired. They this high. They supposed to be shaped round. Let's picture a round bush, but the new growth is this high. I gotta be out there. And I gotta put a cloth down because my dog step on it. They got thorns inside of them. So I got a lot of work, y'all. It's not easy. It's not easy. Happy Friday. And Jim and I said, yes, we're tired to tell them about the man in the White House. They didn't listen. No. How you gonna think that man is playing when he never have played? Him and Tanya, I'm telling you, Tiffany is following his playbook. She thinks she's gonna come out like him. That's why she wanted to get back in that play. Napoleon is a supervisor now. Did you see how hard she was trying to get back to be a supervisor? She lost in the primary, and then she lost at the election for the mayor. So what she did, she was trying her best to get back into being a supervisor. And that's the face she had while she was watching Keith Price and Michael Smith fight for her. I zoomed in on her. I zoomed in on Tiffany. I said, Tiffany's in the meeting. And I zoomed in on her. She was sitting there listening. And look at her face. What was she thinking? Sure, they said, I missed the video where you talking about the meeting. I know. You know what, sure, they tell the truth. I was in here like almost an hour talking by myself. There was nobody in the room, not even my moderators. And then Militant came, and he was the only one here for a long time, just being Militant. But so it be like that. People is tired. People got stuff to do, you know. Everybody got responsibility. And then you got your responsibility, you know, with you working and driving them trucks. Ooh, I pray you stay safe on that highway, Cheryl Day. Ooh, I pray you stay safe. The Lord brought you this far, and I pray he continue to keep keeping you safe on that highway. Yes. And she said, morning, speak your piece from Cheryl Day. And Jim and I said, one person in the crowd asked Tiffany when she ran in the fight, what you doing? I was there. It was a man. He said, what are you doing? He didn't say it calmly. He was like, you done effed up. That man, the way his voice sounded, Jim and I, he was like, you done effed up now. Yes, he did. Yes. Oh, I like that you laughed, Day. That's a beautiful thing to laugh. She said, LOL, okay. Yes. And Shirley said, thank you, babe. Solo, I try. I know you do. them stupid people in them cars all trying to jump in front of you, on side of you, ain't judging their distance and all that stuff. They got to let the 18-wheelers have their way. Stop trying to run over the 18-wheelers. They will crush you. Or you guys all flip over. I don't want that to happen to Shirley Day or any other driver. No, God bless America. God bless our drivers. I just bless everyone all over the world. Amen. And then my speaking piece said, my brother is cutting my line before this heat wave come through. I got it at the bottom of my screen right now. It said warning, heat wave. Now it changed to mostly cloudy. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot, y'all. And I'm sitting up here in thermals. This is what I'm wearing when the snow is here. I got on the whole set. I got on the pants and the top. I'm sitting up here in thermals. Believe me, I'm not going to take them off because I want to work in my yard and do a little bit. So once I go in my yard and come back in all sweaty and draining like I can't walk and can't function, I'm going straight to the shower and I'm going to put on some cool clothes. But I'm going to keep this on so I can work in the yard because I don't want nothing to crawl on me. When it crawl on me, I want to see it. If I just being pink, I can see the bug. I hate bugs. I'm serious. Good morning, 414. What's up? Happy Friday to you. We're talking about Tiffany and this Fifth Amendment, how she's going to ride that Fifth Amendment to the end. Oh, y'all didn't know she said this, did you? Let me tell you what Tiffany said. Tiffany said this too, and I forgot to mention it. And I was surprised that that woman said this, and I didn't even notice it until I read it. This is what Tiffany said. Tiffany said, from a mom moved to making history. She's not just showing up. She's standing on business. They said there were two sides, but there's always a third, the truth. She said, bold, unapologetic, transformational. Tiffany, red line, where it means to lead with purpose. And she's not backing down. Tiffany said she's not backing down, y'all. And you know y'all saw her fight to the end. Tiffany is a fighter. This is why I keep telling y'all, I am not going to stop following this woman. She might look like that right there. Tiffany is a fighter. She says she's not backing down. Nope. She's not backing down. She got people that's in her corner and they in high places like judges and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that allegedly that she got some judges got her back. Sure, they said, got to watch these foreign drivers. Oh my God. I can imagine. They don't even know the rules of the road. And then what about those drivers, sure that's been driving for 20 years? They feel that they don't even have to stop. They go right through the red light and everything. That's them everyday drivers. It's sad. Causing the accidents. And Gemini said, now they want us to help protest. We're not putting our boots on the ground this time. You on your own. She said, we keep it out at home. Gemini, you go with your bad self. Gemini, let me take this picture down. Let me give you a high five, Gemini. Bam! You got that right, but I sure ain't doing it. You hear me? Everybody was questioning me. Are you going to Harvey? Are you going to? I said, no. They said, why not? I said, because I don't want to go to Harvey. Whoa. They don't understand, Gemini. I'm so glad you said what you just said. I'm going to leave that up there for a while. I know y'all. Let me mark Gemini's statement. Let me mark it. I'm going to mark it and I'm going to come back. I got to hear what Sure Day. Okay, Gemini, I put a star on your statement because I like that statement. I'm going to put it right back up. Sure Day said, y'all watch them Amazon truck drivers in the container trucks. And then she said something right here. And then Deborah, Deborah, Amazon, Honey Bee. Deborah getting started, y'all. She's a Sure Day. She said female truck drivers are becoming a more significant presence in the truck driving industry. With women now representing over 12% of professional drivers holding commercial driver license. I had commercial license, you guys, when I first got here, I turned them in to get the regular license. I should have kept them. I should have kept my commercial license. Yeah, them Amazon drivers, man, I don't know about them Amazon drivers, man. I don't know what they're in a hurry for. I don't know. And you're right, Deborah. We can do the job. We can do the job. I loved it when I was driving with my LTD license. I sure was. I sure did like it. And Deborah said, chat, hit that thumbs up and that like button, subscribe and notification bell, and select all so you don't miss anything. I appreciate that, Deborah, for reminding them, because I do the same thing. I log in the chat rooms, I don't even hit the like button. But when I go out, I go back out and I hit it and I come back in. And I'll be like, oh, I forgot to hit the like button. I'm a moderator too, and I forget to hit the like button. I actually forget. And then 414 says, Gemini, 100%. 414, what's up, 414? You got anything to say about Tiffany Henyard and her Fifth Amendment? She's trying to ride it out, and she says she's not backing down. And y'all know, y'all saw Tiffany Henyard fight. She can fight. She got backup. Them little goons are hiding, them little cockroaches she had next to her. They probably laid up underneath the house somewhere having some cockroaches babies. You know, roaches have thousands of things. Ooh, I hope they don't come out with them doggone roaches, because then we in trouble. We have to go out. And then Jim and I talking about we ain't putting our boots on the ground. We might have to, them little roaches come out again. No, she can't come out this time, because Mary Jackson House, them, they got a hold on that woman. She can't come out on us no more. She can't. I don't think she's doing now, trying to get away from going to prison. Deborah said, Figure B said, I have to step away to pull up my lawn lights. But oh yeah, get that stuff out the way. We'll be back. Okay, Steph to Peace. Make sure you move everything, because when the gardener comes, boom. Gotta make it clear for him, because that's what I be doing. If he come here, I got to move them little holes that they're going across my lawn to water the water off somewhere else. I gotta pull that off. I hear that now. And that machine going. I run out the house too. Let me try to move things. You hurry up and do that before he don't run over your life. Yeah. Gemini said, I bet she's not backing down. She want her position and salary back and don't want them court cases. So she's gonna fight. She's fighting. I read it. You know the one about her book? She said it in a statement. It said it right here. It said, pre-order your book today. From mommy moves to making history. She's not giving up. She's standing on business. And she said, there's a truth, but there's always a third, the truth. And she said, bold, unapologetic. Listen to this woman. She's unapologetic. All y'all got to do is Google it. Google Tiffany Henyard, Virgil appears in court. Judge orders in-person appearance. Google about her book and you're going to get all this information. You just got to keep reading. You can't just read part of it. If you read part of it, you're not going to get what I'm saying right here. You just got to keep reading. You're going to read it for yourself. Just right here, she said it. She's a bold, unapologetic, transformational. Tiffany, red line, red fine, that it means to lead with purpose, and she's not backing down. This is why I'm telling y'all, she gonna run with Plead the Fifth to the end. To the end. Sure, they said that's why she ran up in the fight. She ain't worried, y'all. She not worried. Dude, she look like she worried right here, y'all. Let me tell you, I got to do this again. I can't help it. I can't help it. I always do this to y'all. I can't help
her to plead the fifth.
Hold on.
Investigation looking into
my weather, I'm having bad weather here.
Looking into questionable spending and claims that she used her government power to retaliate against people she perceived as opponents during her time as Dalton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor. Brindley advised her to plead the fifth.
The woman hair is whipped, okay? Does she look like a broke woman? No, 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 no. She wearing expensive clothes. Look at them lawyers walking with her. She walking with them rich
Investigation
lawyers.
looking into questionable spending and claims that she used her government power to
Look at that
retaliate
belt
against
right
people
there.
she
Look at that belt
perceived as
buckle. Check these
opponents.
people out.
During
Look
her
at that.
time as Dalton mayor and
That
Thornton
suit
Township
jacket, that tan
supervisor,
color, that's
Bradley
super nice.
advised her to plead the fifth.
No. Look at dude in the black. Look at them nice pants he got on. That stuff ain't cheap what they wear. Them people got money, y'all. They got money. Yes, sure they. Then sure they say she don't have them on. She don't have them on. What she don't have on? Sure they, what she don't have on? You said she don't have them on. You said she ran up in the fight, and now you said she don't have it on. Gemini said standing on stupidity. And then Gemini said she hoped those books sell to pay for all those. I'm not buying. Let me wait a minute. Hold up. Let me put her book up. I'm not buying that woman's book. Do y'all hear me? I will not buy her book. I will not buy this woman's book. Do you hear me? I had enough of her in person. Why would I want to read her book when I looked at her in person every day, every week, every book visiting? And look what she got. Look how she's sitting there in that chair. What that telling y'all? She look like she's from the mafia. Tiffany in there look like she's from the mob. She's in there look like she's from the mob, y'all. 414 that Tiffany thing. I mean, but she's going to hit the brick wall. She said she's not backing down, 414. Mm-hmm. She's not backing down. She's not. She's not. She said she said it right here. She said there's two sides, and there's always a third side. The truth. Bold, unapologetic, transformational. Tiffany Redfine, it means to lead with purpose, and she's not backing down. It's in writing. When you Google about her book, don't stop at the beginning. Go further down and read what she's saying. These are her words. She's not backing down. Sure, they said, ooh, she don't have them on. What she don't have on? Sure, that what she don't have on. She don't have no panties, allegedly. No bra. And then 414 said, Speaker B said, I'm not reading no book written by a clown that needs hook on phonics. Oh my God. And Deborah said, LOL, when you said roaches, it made me think of the exterminator commercial. She said, well, Roach's family were big and they were chilling, watching TV, cooking and eating snacks like they were the pro, like they were the owner. I saw that commercial. Oh my God, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Where my fan? Where my fan at? I saw that commercial, Deborah. I can't hardly catch my breath. They were chilling. They were eating. They were watching TV and everything, y'all. They look like Tiffany with their leg crossed. I can't breathe. Oh, I can't breathe. Pull yourself together. Whew. That was a good one, Deborah. That was a good one. Do you hear me? You got me messed up. Gemini said this. Gemini said, that's why we go in dollar and do a review on books. Gemini, I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to do no review. I'm not gonna do. Somebody yesterday when I brought this up, they said, let the YouTube channel, they're going to break it down. Somebody said that yesterday, and they're right, because them YouTube channels going to break that book down. I ain't gonna know too much about it because I barely can go to other channels because I got my own channel, so it's hard to run from channel to channel. I can't do it, but y'all get a chance to do it. Gemini said not on. It says she don't have them on, not on per sure day. Y'all is a hot man. Y'all using what y'all using codes? And sure they said the goons. Did y'all see the that movie called House Guest? Remember the movie House Guest? And they was in there, and they was staying in their own house, and their brother-in-law came and his wife. Oh my God! The newscast lady, she broke down on her channel. She said they like roaches. She couldn't get them out of her house. The woman played like she was pregnant. I don't know. Y'all should watch that movie called House Guest. That is a good movie to watch. The nephew he was a drug dealer. He had all kind of stuff in the couch. They would kill the cat. The cat kept coming back alive. They blew the cat up. The cat was alive again. It was crazy. Y'all should see House Guest. That's a good movie. And Michael said, can you imagine going to book signing and trying to understand how to read it? Michael, I'm not going to sign her book. I ain't going there. No. Sure, they said, LOL, Michael. Oh, God, y'all killing me. It was Picture P said, Tiffany looked like she had a booty body odor. I don't believe hygiene is priority for her. I know, don't it? Look at, come on, they so nasty. Wait a minute. Where he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? I had him up here. I had that man face up here. They must have moved him. Let me get him back. Because sometimes when I put other stuff up there, move my stuff. So what I did, I'm going to bring him back. Look at Kamal. He looks so nasty. And Stacy do too. Stacy, Whitney Diddley, the dude with the dried up dreadlocks. Stacy had dreadlocks too. His was dirty. His dreadlocks were dirty. Look at Kamal. What does it look like? Good God, my dude, shut your mouth. Please shut your mouth. Oh my God, you look like a hot mess. And okay, and then Gemini said, she said, Tiffany book cover looks like the chair we sat in and took pictures in the 1980s. I'm gonna tell y'all what that chair is. You know how you have the pimps of the year? Oh my God, somebody said, oh mine, 414 Oh my God, y'all is killing me this morning. I'm gonna go back to this one. Gemini, remember the guys, y'all remember the pimp chair? Let me take this man face down. He making me sick. You remember the pimps? They go to pimps of the year, and they be in they purple and they pink and they be with they cane. That's the type of chair she sit there and watch. The pimps be sitting in those chairs. I know y'all know about the pimps when they go to their little function. They be sitting in that chair like that type of chair. And she got nerves about standing on business. Standing on business. Look at Michael dying laughing. Oh my God, Tiffany, she said this book would probably cause another stroke. Trying to understand, Tiffany. You gotta be killing me. You gotta kill me this morning. You trying to kill me this morning, Gemini. You trying to kill me this morning. Michael said, "Fool." Oh my God, what are you guys doing? Michael said, that's why Tiffany wanted the poor fix. The pool fix. She wants the pool fix. That's what Michael talking about, the pool. Yeah, but she didn't get it, man. That place gonna be I heard in a meeting they're gonna keep it for people can come and exercise and all that stuff. But it's gonna take time. It's not gonna open up right away because they have to put a lot of money into it. So it's gonna take time for that place to open up. It got me messed up. But this one here, Deborah Arizona said, she said, Michael, that book signing going to be a mess because someone is going to be lying and Pinocchio going to show and bring news somebody knows is growing. Oh my God, y'all trying to give me a heart attack up in here. And that's what y'all trying to do. I'm going to show you Pinocchio. Y'all got to see Pinocchio. It's going to kill you. And I call her the demon seed. Yeah, let me get the demon seed. Let me get that demon seed. And her nose is growing too, little by little. Y'all just don't know. Just pay attention. Just look at the nose. I'm bringing y'all the demon seed. And all y'all got to do is look at the nose. It's growing. The nose is growing. That nose is growing. There she go. Now tell me that nose ain't growing. It's growing. I named her the demon seed. Sure, they said, speak your piece. They should say, she doesn't get up until afternoon. You know what? I wonder if she clean. Dang, this woman is something else. Did y'all see she had her head high in the air going in that courtroom? That woman ain't worried. She feels she got the best on side of her. That's why Tiffany wanted the pool fix. Okay, that's what Michael said. I'm going backwards. Yes, yes. Oh my God. I love this one. Oh my God. Tiffany book cover looks like the chair we sat in, took pictures in the 1980s. But I call it the pimp chair. I really do. And that hygiene. You know what? They might smell like mildew and sour. Mildew. Mildew and sour. What's Michael say? He said, her nose is stretched across the street. It's too funny, Michael. You guys killing me. When Milton said Tiffany should have gone to court with some overalls and said, oh my God, with some overalls and some run over boots that would have been more convincing for the fifth. She went in there looking good, didn't she, Milton? Her wig was fixed. Her outfit, I mean, she looked sophisticated. Her head was up in the air. She wasn't looking down. She was looking straight up, and she had a little perk right here. Pay attention to her perk on the side of her face. Right before she go in the door, you guys, you have to watch that part before she go into the door. Watch this part right here. Please.
Looking into questionable spending and claims that she used her government power to retaliate against people she perceived as opponents during her time as Dalton mayor and Thornton Township supervisor. Friendly advised her to plead the fifth.
She said a little perk came on that woman's face. Y'all got to watch everything. Y'all got to watch every move she makes. You will see it. Michael said, Tiffany should be in the Guinness Book of World Record for most shaded politician. She might wind up in there, Michael. Nah, it's somebody else could wind up in there. Trump, her mentor. They both need to be in there together. Trump and Tiffany. And then she got right here. Right here it said, Speaker P said, I heard in the office nobody wants to go in the bathroom after Tiffany. Allegedly, this was said before. Dang. You know, there's some people that like that stank. You know what I'm saying? They have stank, S-E-X. Oh my God, nasty. Nasty. That's why we got all these diseases. People like dirty S-E-X. And they don't even care. They don't even care. Maybe they were doing this, you know, or this. Oh no, I don't know. Or pills, allegedly, because they don't care about the stank. Ew, not cleaning themselves. Awful. And don't forget Michael Smith was the second man. Kamal is the third. We don't know who the fourth and fifth is. I am so serious. Everybody said, oh, Kamal's gonna leave her once she loses the election. Where is Kamal? Do anybody know? Let me ask Google. Yeah. Okay, let me ask Google. Where is Kamal Woods? They gave me some more people. I'm gonna have to say, Thornton Township. Thornton Township. Let me see what they give me. they don't have nothing on this guy. All they got on here that they fired him. They got on here Thornton Township fired Tiffany Hinyard boyfriend and William Moore. They don't have no update on this man. They don't have no update. These people are hiding. We don't even run into them. I did have a text message from my granddaughter when she saw Tiffany Hinyard on April the 11th. That she saw Tiffany in person. Tiffany talked with her and everything. April the 11th. And I was trying to get my granddaughter to give me some pictures, get something. And she said Tiffany was moving too fast. 414 said that picture of the devil. Yeah, let me put it back up. I call her demon seed. I told you she's a demon seed. Who was she looking at when she did that? She looked like she trying to catch something. What the world? Lord have mercy. Yeah. And Michael said that chair was made BC. You thought that chair was made before Christ. Oh my God, Michael. Michael, Pimp sat in that chair. Let me get it. Okay. Watch this. When the pimps have their convention, what type of chair do they use? Oh shoot. Y'all, I said pimps, right? They come giving me people in wheelchairs. Why would you give me pictures of people in a wheelchair? Pimps don't be sitting in no wheelchair. And I spelled it right. It said pimps, P-I-M-P-S. It's here. Why would you give me a picture of somebody in a wheelchair? That's an insult. That's an insult to the pimps. Because pimps be having I don't know if they call it a convention, but they be having their little role where they do stuff. Yes, they do. Deborah said the pimp ball. Oh, the pimp ball. What type of chair do the pimps use at the pimp ball? Oh my God. You guys ought to see these pimps. Boy, they macking. I mean, they are. Them pimps know how to wear them clothes. I don't care what nobody say. They know how to wear them clothes. Well, Tiffany outdid the pimps, y'all. This dude, he won. He won. And look what he's sitting in. See, the bottom of the chair is similar like Tiffany, but we can't see the back of it. I'm going to try to find some more images. That's all he gave me. Let me try videos. Purple pimp outfit in Chicago. Let me see what this purple pimp. They won't let me see it. It's TikTok, and I'm not a TikTok member. I don't do these channels. I don't do TikTok. I don't do Facebook. I don't do none of those channels. Oh, wow. So we can't see the pimp chair. Good dude. I think it's the same as Tiffany if you look hard enough. Let me take Tiffany's face down. If you look hard enough, see how the chair made? He won. Tiffany got a chair like that, but her back is taller. Because you know what? She's the queen. She's the queen. There she go. Oh, ain't she something? That woman is proud, you guys. She's going to fight all the way to the end. I mean every word I say because I read it for myself. All you guys got to do is videos, Google about her book, and you're going to hear it from yourself. So you're going to hear everything she's going to fight. Tiffany is a fighter. Shoot, Tiffany might go all the way to the 6th Amendment, the 4th Amendment, the 7th Amendment. Do you know they got the 4th, 5th, they got the 4th, 6th, and 7th Amendments? Oh my God. I'm going to talk about that too one day. Then I asked the question, I said, can you go to jail if you plead the 5th? This right here says, you will not face any additional charges or penalty for exercising your 5th Amendment rights. You have to have a right to say, I plead the 5th to avoid testifying. So that is what Tiffany is doing, you guys. Then I asked another question. When can you no longer plead the fifth, but it don't benefit her? It said once the criminal case is resolved through trial or plea agreement, the individual can no longer evoke the Fifth Amendment regarding the same matter in a civil case. Double jeopardy protection prevents being prosecuted twice for the same offense, eliminating the risk of self-incrimination. That is what the orange man in the White House is doing right now. He know it ain't not gonna put him back on what's that word? When they tried to get him out of the office when he was in office, what did he go to? I can't think of the name because I don't think about that man. But he showed it'd be double jeopardy for Trump if they try to put him out of the White House right now. But guess what? When Trump get out of jail, they waiting on his butt because he got federal crimes on him. He got 34 felonies. They not state, right? They federal, right? Somebody help me out on that. But Deborah said the pimp ball. Remember the movie with Antonio Fargo and name was Fly Guy? Yeah, in the movie, I'm gonna get you, sucker. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get you, sucker. I laughed so hard. He had a goldfish in his platform shoes. Yes, I remember I'm gonna get you, sucker. It was a good movie. That's a good movie. That's a Gemini me the devil. You be having some good memories on these movies. And Michael said, just send in a health department. Just send in a health department. 414, he's sick. You done made him sick, y'all. Oh, 414, don't do that. I haven't had breakfast yet. 414 said, just nasty. Oh my God. Sure they said, Kamala is still right there with her flying back and forth to Georgia. That's why I said it. Everybody thought Kamala was going to lead this woman. No, they stuck now. They stuck together and they probably have to go to prison together. But if they go to prison together, they're going to have to separate them. They can't go in the same jail cell. They so stupid. They better enjoy life while they can. Yeah, I like that sure they is sticking together. And then Michael said maybe they didn't give it to the Pope. Maybe they didn't give it to the Pope. I'm so glad, Michael, they didn't try to get the Pope house. I'm so glad it didn't happen. Her butt is gone. Oh my God. Now, Michael said the potty chair. The pot. Oh, Michael, you're going to make us like this. This is what you're trying to do to us, Michael. Oh my God. And then Michael said you can always order a potty. Really? For a portable potty? The girl ain't for 40, Michael. You putting her up like she 80, 90 years old. Like she ready for a diaper. Oh, they call them dependents. I say diaper. Oh my God, I'm cracking up. Fish in the stacked shoes. Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Dude was stepping, wasn't he? And fish was just swimming around. Just swimming around. They were glass at the bottom. I saw that. Yeah. 414, I seen it. And then Michael said, her stanky ass. Oh my God, you guys are killing me right now this morning. But I'm gonna tell y'all, we got to take our time and be patient about this woman. Same difference you can depend. Michael, I'm not ready for them doggone things. I empty my bladder. I make water. I don't care. Cause I ain't wearing no Depends. I ain't wearing them. I am not wearing them. You got to learn to empty your bladder even you don't have to. And then you won't weaken your bladder. Because when you age, you know your body changes. And I know I'm aging. I said, no way I'm putting on no Depends, on no diaper. Oh my God, I'm cracking up. I'm rolling with Michael and 414 with these doggone stay. Gemini said, remember on the Martin show? Martin is another one that had on the pimp clothes. He was the pimp of the year. And Fungus was in the Pam Brief. And I forgot the other pimp. Yes. Oh, Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. Austin Powers with Beyonce in that movie, Austin Powers. With Fat Bastard. I want to keep right though. Look like that bastard when he come out. I'm gonna get that bastard for you guys. I'm serious. This is too funny. Wait. Y'all got me started. Y'all did this. I didn't do this. Y'all did this. A photo of Fat Bastard from the movie with Austin Powers. I want the one when he came to the movie theater. I want the picture at the end of the movie he came and Austin Powers said, Fat Bastard, you lost weight. He said, yeah. He had his arm like this. Everything was hanging everywhere. I want that one. They got a lot of them right here. Oh, they got a lot of pictures. I want the one where they were at the when he showed up at the movie theater. Oh my God, when the movie was going off. I think I'm gonna watch this movie today. I'm gonna sit up and laugh. The Fat Bastard had me going. Me. I love the part when they went to jail. And then that dancing. Give me the one I want. I need that one. Dang, they're trying to sell dolls. Ain't nobody gonna buy that doll. Not me. Oh man. I guess I'll just show y'all Fat Bastard what they gave me. It's a lot of Fat Bastards in here. But that's him right here. That's Fat Bastard. That's Fat Bastard right there. So I wonder if Michael Smith, the Keith Price gonna come out there looking like this. But that's not the one I really want to show. I wanted to show the one where he went to the movie theater. That's where he makes you laugh at. All his skin was hanging down to like this. Everything was hanging, his neck, everything. And I cracked up so hard. What did Michael say? Michael said, he said, thank you for the, what's that bicentennial moment? You're welcome. Oh my God, the Boondocks. Oh, have mercy. Do not bring up the Boondocks. That movie is off the hook with those kids and Grandpa. Grandpa and them kids will beat the mess out of Tiffany Henyard and they goons. They don't play. We need to have them to come with us when we were protesting. You know that? We should have Grandpa and those two little boys. Oh, and Uncle Rucker. Oh my God, they could have been there helping us. Oh my God, and that lawyer should have been helping Otis, man. It would have been a game on. You hear me? Like I said, I wouldn't put it past Timmy to show up at the Tyler Perry house now. My God, I don't think so. Tyler Perry having his own problem. It's a man trying to sue him for SCX. Go to Million, shout out to Million, him and Foxy 2, shout out to Foxy 2, Foxy 3. They had their contest yesterday. I was watching it, and they were showing text messages from a man to Tyler Perry. It didn't seem too sexual, you know what I mean? But then it got a little deeper. So y'all, Perry's in trouble right now, and he's going to court too. All these people are going to court with their nasty self. That's why y'all better be careful who you're messing with, who you're sleeping with. They're going to take your ass to court. Wait. Kamal can make some money off of Tiffany. All he got to do is go to court and file a lawsuit. Like I said, I know you did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Michael. You better be careful who y'all fooling with, man. These people taking people to court today. They got text messages, they got everything. Y'all better stop texting. Y'all better use some codes. Y'all better use some different words, and they're gonna put that stuff all in the air, all out there. And Gemini said the pimp was Anthony Fingers, Rudy Ray Moore, and Dynamite. Oh yeah, Dynamite. And my character name was Jerome, and Jerome won. Oh man, I think I'm gonna watch that today. Gemini, you guys give me some ideas. I want to watch Austin Powers. I want to watch Martin when he was a pimp. I want to watch Sinead Day. I want to watch Sinead Day. I want to watch Martin being Sinead Day. Out of all his characters, I love Sinead Day. And then I love the one where he won as a pimp. Yes, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Yes, indeed. Michael said, nowadays we'll give you $500 fine for leaving a stinker. Where you live, Michael, in your state? If that's the case, man, it's gonna be y'all gonna bring in some good revenue. There's a lot of stinks stank out there. It's all over the world. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. Especially them harder. The people like to keep everything, trash, everything, don't throw away nothing. You can't even come out the window. You can't even come out the front door. That's a lot of money you can make off of that. And then 414 said Black Dynamite. Oh yeah, I forgot about Black Dynamite. What about Booty Tank? Booty Tank. But I don't know, Booty Tank didn't dress like these people we talking about. But I do like Booty Tank, though. He was crazy. Yes, he was. Booty Tank was a hot mess. Yes, he was. But Black Dynamite, now he was sharp. Yeah. Yeah, you go 414. Oh, you guys are so awesome. You guys are so awesome. I just wanted to tell you guys that Tiffany Hinyard is gonna fight. You guys, she's not gonna give up. We're waiting, and as we wait, the more I'm gonna keep checking to see if anything changed. I'm gonna keep checking to see did she get her lawyer yet, or did she keep that same man right here?
Document was she's going back to some board meeting where they say she held up a.
I gotta see if she still got this man. She's either gonna have him or she's gonna have a new lawyer. Yeah, she's gonna have him or a new lawyer. Something wrong with this
Bo
thing.
Brindley says Hinyard doesn't have them.
She has no idea what that document was. She's going back to some board meeting where they say she held up a.
Y'all know Tiffany Hinyard ain't losing her mind. Everybody know that woman got common sense. This woman got common sense. She have common sense. And this man talking about she don't remember. Come on. He making this stuff up. He don't care. And listen to what he said here.
Documents say Hinyard refused to respond to emails from last fall from Dalton Council requesting records in response to the FOIA.
She wouldn't respond.
As a lawyer is going to do under these circumstances. She's not a public figure anymore. She's not in office. And she has every right to exercise her rights under the Constitution to protect herself.
Court documents say Hinyard refused to respond to emails from last fall from Dalton Council requesting records in response to the FOIA.
You see that, you guys? You see what that Tiffany is gonna fight all the way on that Fifth Amendment. And her affidavit, she got to file an affidavit for each court. She can't use the affidavit that she's using on the watchdogs. When she go to court with the I don't know who next. I don't know what next court date with. I don't know if it with Jedediah Brown and LaBelle or with Fania or with the FITH. I don't know which court she having after this one. But right now we're dealing with this one with the watchdogs. That's what I want to share with y'all this morning. That this woman, she gonna ride that plead the fifth. And I asked, are there limits to the Fifth Amendment? I asked that question. And I think I got one more question, then I'm gonna let you guys go so you guys can have a beautiful, beautiful Friday. And me, I gotta go outside. I gotta go outside and see what's going on with my house. What you say, 414? You said Burt Bradley, Ronald McDonald. He look like a porcupine to me. He look like a doggone porcupine. That man look like a porcupine. His face is nasty. I don't like his face. It's nasty. He got a nasty skin. You know, he needs to shave. He needs to clean himself up. Jim and I said, Curtis Mayfield. Oh, yeah. Diamond in the back, the sunroof top, digging in the street with the gangster lean. Oh, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Jim and I, you over there singing. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, leaning in the car with the gangster ring. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, that was a pimp. You got that right. Curtis Mayfield song. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging in the scene with the gangster lean. Rolling. Sunroof top, sitting in the back with the gangster lean. So you make bank all I want to dance. Thank you, Butterfly. I love that. I do. But I want to tell y'all this last one. Are there limits to the Fifth Amendment? I'm gonna put it in the chat, and then we're gonna end after that, so you guys can go and do the rest of y'all's Friday. And me, I gotta go down there to the water bill company. I took pictures of my meter because I read it last night. Some people was in there, some wasn't. And I got the picture of my meter. And I'm so scared how much they're gonna charge me for my water bill. I'm gonna take my checkbook with me, and I'm gonna pay it because I want my water. I ain't got time to be talking. I'm a type of person, sometimes I just can't argue with folks. I just can't argue with you. Oh. Yeah. This person told me she ain't got time for no drama. See, that's what I'm talking about. You wait a minute, let's see. I'm gonna tell that person, take good care. Take good care. That's all I gotta say. Take good care. Don't tell me about it. Shoot, go take good care. And I will sooner or later take your name out of my phone and block you. I do stuff like that. I will block you. Yes, I will. And Deborah said, detective rules of the chat. Please be respectful to the host, the moderators, and fellow viewers in the chat. There is no tolerance zone for bullying and trolling. Thank you. You guys have been wonderful people. Y'all are wonderful. I mean, wonderful. I am grateful. I could not have done this room without you guys. And I'm telling you, Militant would tell you, I was sitting up here all by myself running this room because I'm a type of person. I don't focus on like that text message I just got. Come on, I want to be. I ain't gonna say what it was, but it was not. It shouldn't have been said to me because I'm not a drama person. All I asked was a question: do you know who the YouTuber were that was filming the brawl? So that person feel like I bothered them. I really didn't want to do that, but I just wanted that footage. That's all. And Michael said, "Give him an IOU." You ain't give nobody nothing, Michael. Nothing. And Deborah said, LOL, Fat Bastard was funny in that movie. Wasn't he funny, Deborah? Did you see at the end of the movie, Austin Powers and Beyonce were watching their movie, they had actors doing their part. Fat Bastard come running into my hey! Oh, and this was hanging down to the floor. His neck was hanging, everything was hanging, his leg. And Austin Powers said, ew, Fat Bastard, you lost weight. I was freaking out. I was dancing. I danced with them too. Goldfinger, oh my God, he's a hot, nasty man. But that was all the time, Austin Powers. He was playing every part. But it was just too funny for me. That was a good movie. But anyway, if I can't find that footage on my own, I'm not going to ask no one ever again. Because when you ask a person for just a little tiny something and they treat you like that, it's not good to bother those type of people. Because I'm a type of person, I don't really like asking, but I want that footage so I can find it. If I don't find it, I'm not going to worry about it. 414 said, get it my belly. Get it in my belly. I laughed so hard, my belly was hurting. It got all tight, you know? My stomach said, y'all be having me rolling. Y'all be having me rolling. I am so serious. And this is the last question I'm going to ask. And I hope somebody can have to respond to it. Are there LIMITS? Are there, and they're watching me too, trust me. People are watching me and they judges me by watching me and then they don't like me at the same time. Wow. If that makes you sick, why would you sit up and watch me? Why sit up and watch me if I make you sick? I can't watch people that make me sick. I can't watch them. Okay, are there limits to the Fifth Amendment, people? That's my question. That's the last question I'm going to ask today. That is the last question I'm going to ask today. What, do I got the answer to it? Oh, wow. Let me see. I'm going to get it for you guys. I don't know who these people is. Okay. Is there a limit to the Fifth Amendment? Okay, anybody want to answer that question? Are there limits to the Fifth Amendment? I'm going to tell you guys then. Yes, the Fifth Amendment protects against self-incrimination, has a limit. While it generates, allows individuals to refuse to answer questions that could incriminate them, it's not absolute. Certain situations like being granted immunity, having to produce certain documents, or facing legal proceeding where the Fifth Amendment has been waived can restrict or eliminate this right. That's what I have so far. Limited, this is what they limited you on. Yes, there are limits. Thank you, Gemini. And it says immunity is one of them. If you got immunity, if a person is granted immunity from prosecution, they can be compelled to testify, as their statement cannot be used against them in criminal case. Tiffany, you better get somebody to give you immunity, man. I want to hear what you got to say, girl. I don't want to read your book. I want to hear you on the witness stand. Do you hear me, Tiffany Henyard? Get somebody to give you immunity. And the only person who can do that is the President of the United States. That's the only one who can give her immunity. No limit to the Fifth Amendment. Deborah said no limits. Gemini said yes. And so did my information, Deborah. It said yes, the Fifth Amendment protection against self-incrimination has limitations. While it generally allows individuals to refuse to answer questions that could incriminate them, it's not absolute. Certain situations like being granted immunity. Now, if you get immunity, you can testify and will nothing happen to you. If Tiffany get immunity, she can go ahead and testify on everything she did. Like being granted immunity, having to produce certain documents or facing legal proceeding, and that's what Tiffany is facing, legal documents, and she's facing certain documents. She's facing legal proceeding where the Fifth Amendment has been waived, can restrict or eliminate this right. If somebody give her immunity, then she'll be able to testify without being in trouble. While it allows individuals to refuse to answer questions that could intimidate them in a criminal case, there are limitations to its application. It is limitation. So Tiffany is trying to ride this Fifth Amendment all the way out. I'm trying to tell you guys, if she get immunity by that red, orange man, whatever he is, then she'll be all right. Because it said if a person is granted immunity from prosecution, they can be compelled to testify, as their statement cannot be used against them. So in a criminal case, Tiffany needs to get her immunity to somebody so she can go out and testify to the FBI. Okay, physical evidence. The Fifth Amendment doesn't protect against the production of physical evidence like fingerprints or DNA samples. You get the Fifth Amendment, it's limited on that. It's not gonna help you with DNA or fingerprints. A waiver. The right against self-incrimination can be waived if an individual voluntarily, if she voluntarily, in which you know Tiffany is not gonna do that. Okay, let's see what 414 said. He said she already told on her during her song. She did. She said, I'm feeding the people and I'm draining the board. Didn't she say something about she draining the board? That means she's taking the money. Stupid heifer. Oops. Did I say that? Oops. Thank you for reminding us, 414. The right to remain silent only applies when a person is compelled to give testimony that could be used against them in a criminal case. It doesn't protect against all types of questioning or situation. Go, Gemini. You go, girl. And I like what 414 said too. She already told on herself during her song. Tiffany be doing some stuff, don't she? Yes. Oh my God. I like the way you guys be answering. Y'all is awesome. Y'all is awesome. I'm serious. You guys are good. Gemini said they could not later claim the protection for that same information. Right. Right. And then right here, the waiver. The waiver is when she waived her rights and she volunteered information. You know, Tiffany's not going to volunteer no information. Now, the civil cases, the Fifth Amendment can apply in some civil cases, particularly when testifying from testimony could lead to criminal prosecution, but the intent of its applicant is less clear. So she got a civil case with Fania and that man. 414 said LOL in face. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. I love this audience. You guys are the best audience I ever seen. And I've been watching YouTube for a whole year. I started in April watching YouTube of 24. Now it's been a year now. This is June. I haven't seen people like you guys. I saw y'all in other chat rooms, but for to be in this channel here, the way you guys answer and talk and help me with the topic, how y'all stay on the topic, how y'all give us laughter in the middle of our topic, and we ain't doing nothing wrong. We just telling it like it is. And Michael said, all those times they were sitting next to Tiffany, they didn't want the trustees clone her phone. Right. Let me tell you who's sitting next to Tiffany. Keith Freeman, the financial director, Tanzania Miller, that was missing. We thought she was dead or in protection, protection, because she was gone. They grew up and gone. But all in the Q dug her up. All in the Q found out where she at. Yeah, she worked downtown in Chicago. And she got a bachelor's, master's degree, all that stuff. All in the Q said she's pretty smart. But she got out and they got an affidavit on her where she did a sworn testament about Tiffany. So all in the Q, you got to find her video. Shout out to all in the Q because she has it. And I saw it. I saw her do it. Yes. So that's one. And don't leave out that Squiddly Diddly, William Moore, Michael. All those people that was in her circle knows what's going on. Even Keith Price. I still allegedly said Keith Price was on the cover. I'm still going to watch, shout out to the advocate Jedediah Brown, and see what goes with that Keith Price being the CEO. Yeah, I got to watch that. Thank you for that, Michael. That was pretty cool. And Gemini said, while public employees can evoke the Fifth Amendment, there are limits. Yes, yes. It's called, what you said, pigness? What is that word? P-E, paganism. Oh, paganism, yes. You go, Michael. But the civil cases, the Fifth Amendment can apply in some civil cases, only in some. But we got to know what type of civil case these people are having. I know Fania Dukes is filing for back pay money. I think back pay money. I ain't trying to laugh. I remember her saying they want back pay money, harassment money. But I think Fania Dukes better sue for more than back pay money now. I don't know. I got to go back over there because I got it on my channel. I put it up in a video on my page. It's there, what she's asking for. And then in custody, Tiffany ain't fighting with over no custody. Administrative regulation content. Some administrative and regular content may impose obligation to provide information. Oops. Somebody, they flipping. They're going to tell on this woman. And double jeopardy, the Fifth Amendment also protects against double jeopardy. Okay, we talked about that. Taking the fifth in court. While the defendants in criminal trial can generally refuse to answer any question, doing so and lead to negative interference being drawn by the jury. You sitting up in court and you plead the fifth, the jury is going to look at you as you are guilty. Yes, guilty. Deborah said, yes, you have a great chat viewer. I know it's beautiful people in this room. You guys be thankful for yourself. Be glad and love life. Love yourself. Have a good day. Eat a good meal. Kick back. You smoke cigarette, get you a cup of coffee, sit back and smoke your cigarette and puff your puffin. Do your thing. Love life, live life. Just don't let people get you in a lot of trouble. Don't let people dictate your life. Make your own decision. Even if it ain't good, you'll learn from it. Because I do that too. I go through that too. But I want to thank you guys. You guys did so awesome on answering these questions about the limited on the Fifth Amendment. Oh my God. Y'all have done awesome on the House for the Pope. Y'all been doing awesome ever since I had my channel. Faith Solo's channel. I am thankful. And like I said, I'm not going to stop reporting on this woman. I'm not buying her book. Nope. I am not buying this book right here. And I want to say to you all, let me get my song out. I got a different song, Deborah. Arizona, Speak Your Peace. Everybody, 414. I like this song. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to keep on playing it. I can't help it. I cannot help it. Let me see what this says. But I love when I'm looking at a Nigerian have their weddings. They have some beautiful weddings, the Nigerians. I was looking at that, and I love the way they dance. Yes. And don't you cry. Your thoughts not spare you. And destination. Go ahead, 414. He said it's going to rain an hour before safe. Be safe, enjoy your Friday and your weekend. Thank you. Oh my God. Butterfly said, I love book club, so whatever does a review, I will be there. Tell yourself, Gemini, I ain't going. Deborah said, I'm missing something when I stepped away for a minute. Michael, you are talking about so spyware or the green horse with the wings. Deborah, we in the show. All right, thanks, I'm so happy to move on up the destination. I love this song. Have a good day, Deborah. My beautiful moderator, speak your peace. God bless you. Gemini, Michael, 414. 414. Have a good weekend until we all meet again. You go ahead, Gemini. Thank you, seek your peace. God bless you. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you for joining the chat this morning, everybody. Yeah. Just move on up towards your destination. I love you guys. Peace, love, and blessings. Just move on up.